Oh gosh. Uh, is everything working? I think everything's working. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Order 42. I am Rob, and we're here. We're doing the thing like we always do every Tuesday night. I mean, almost every Tuesday night. I mean, I have missed a Tuesday here and there. But for the most part, hey, we're here, we're doing the thing. Uh, and look, there's a poll right now. There's a poll right now if you guys are interested in taking part in the choosing of the e-liquids. It's going on right now. First up, Molotov Apple Cookie Crisp. That is number 1 right now with 50% of the votes. In second place, Erie Solution Blueberry Filled Donut. Now I've said this before. Donut flavors, man, they can be awesome and they can taste like Play-Doh. So maybe we'll see. Maybe we shall see. And then the last one is in last place right now, Terrified Resolution, which is a dark vanilla custard. Now here's the funny thing. It says it's a dark vanilla custard. Look at the difference. It's not. In fact, you can't really. It's weird. You can't really. Yeah, this one is the donut one, and it's actually darker than the dark vanilla custard. So hey, who knows? You know, whatever you guys want to pick. It's time to pick. It's time to pick one. And here's the thing. I'm an old school custard fan. Like I love the custard flavors. So a dark vanilla custard sounds interesting. But hey, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. And yeah, right now, look, hey, just in a couple of minutes, dark vanilla custard is in second place and the donut is in third place. So hey, who knows? You know, who knows? But hey, how are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? I hope you guys are doing all right. By the way, it's going in this nicely, freshly built. Those are brand new coils. In fact, there's still fuzz from me. You kind of what is it called? Thinning out the cotton as you as you have them, you put them in the coils, you thin them out, and then you tuck them. You tuck them in the little reservoir there. So yeah, freshly built, freshly wicked. This should be good. This should be good. But anyway, how are you guys doing? And Justin Yates came in first. Good job, Justin. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you beat Ricky fair and square, even though Ricky was also second and third place with 2 different screen names. But hey, welcome. Good to see you guys. JX Editor said there's a bowl of shelled pistachios in front of me. I can't stop. Well, JX, I mean, look. You could just, put the bowl like right there, like out of reach, Hey, I'm not your dad. I'm not your boss. You do what you want, but I'm seeing a way around this. So, Ninjinzu says he's driving from Ohio. It was gross. Well, I'm sorry. There's a lot of places that you can drive in the United States that looks absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful and awesome, nice windy roads down a hill or up a mountain or whatever, right? And then there are miles and miles of this country that are incredibly boring. Like so boring to drive through, but I'm sorry that this one wasn't one of the good ones. So, I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize because it's not my fault. I didn't tell you to drive back from Ohio. It's not my problem. Hey, we're all with you in spirit. Kinda. I don't know. And then Justin asks what my thoughts are on the film The Village. I liked The Village all the way up until the twist. I thought the movie was actually like, it's the movie that made me a fan of, I'd never seen Bryce Dallas Howard before. I thought she was amazing in it. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was great in it. I really was enjoying William Hurt and Sigourney Weaver. And I mean, I was enjoying the movie. And then the twist comes, and I'm not going to tell you the twist, just in case for some reason you haven't seen the movie. But it felt very manipulative to me, and to the point where it kind of soured me on M. Night Shyamalan movies, because it felt manipulative. It didn't feel like a natural thing. It's so, the idea of that movie is so out there. I would have preferred if it just remained what the movie started out as, which was, hey, there's a spooky monster in the woods. You know what I mean? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that all the way up until the twist. But that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on the film. So there you go. Jody B, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Wow hi. KP Senti, wow hi. Always surprised. He's always surprised when he goes into a chat. Wow, hi. Like, whoa, hey, I'm surprised I'm here. I don't know. But hey, welcome. Good to see you. An EXP monthly, which that's Filbert. He be here. He says I be here. But wow. It's good to see you, sir. Good to see you. And man, I've been so preoccupied with things, especially going through the next generation. And thank you guys for all the kind words on my video for the next generation on Thursday. That was a really fun video to put together. It took me, I don't know how long that video ended up being, but I think I recorded for almost an hour. And I had to trim so much stuff, and I'm like, dude, we got to move this along, man. Jeez, man, I talk a lot. And then there was a point where I just got up and did something else, and then came back in here, and I'm like, oh, I'm still recording. Okay. So anyway, I appreciate the kind words, and it was also a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I keep wanting to get into you guys' streams, and it's either like, oh, I'm about to go to bed, or like Rufus, I think the other day you were streaming like all night, weren't you? And then I saw Ninjinzu, and I was in the middle of a movie, and then I just, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I don't jump into all your streams, but I man. And then the other day it was like, I saw, oh, this movie that I'm watching almost finished, and look, I just got a message that Vinny is live, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna jump in Vinny's. And then I got sucked into another thing, helping my wife out. So in fact, that's why I didn't get the stream up early like I typically do, around 4. I was helping my wife move stuff from the storage container. What can I tell you? Storage container with all of your storage stuff. So anyway, Rufus the Red said dark vanilla custard sounds so good. Also sounds like it gunks up the cotton quick. Also, yo to you, Rufus. Welcome. And it should just be to me, when I think of dark vanilla custard, and again, I don't know, it could be ass, and it could be terrible. But when I think of dark vanilla custard, I think a really rich, just vanilla, like super vanilla, like 3 kinds of vanilla kind of thing. It's just a deep vanilla flavor. So sounds good. One looks like pee and one looks like pee. Well, they all kind of look like pee, but see, like here's the one from 2 weeks ago. The strawberry cheesecake. in the tank, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like you've been drinking a lot of water, you know. So it's not completely clear, but it's it's got a little bit of color to it. It's good though. It's really good. Welcome Cosmo, welcome and Justin. There you go. Can I vote for Newport? No. And again, I know not everybody is into the not everybody is into the vaping stuff, and I get that. I understand it. And I try not to make it like this huge part of the show. But this is I almost started a vaping channel. So I'm kind of into it, and it's kind of one of my hobbies. It's one of my things. I love buying new equipment, testing it out, and seeing what's good, what's bad, and all that kind of stuff. But I've kind of gotten away from it. But I still mix my own flavors. I still like buying new flavors, testing them out, and seeing what's. I mean, I like that stuff. And when you say, "Can I vote for Newport?" No, because I don't like cigarette flavors. But like Max the other day, he said something along the lines of, "Oh, it's more vaping talk," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't talk about it all the time." And then he posts a meme with something like it's like this thing where it's this anti-vaping thing that keeps going around, and it's like, why can't you just smoke like a real man? And I'm like I see that, and I'm like, so you want me to die? That's basically, to me, that's what you're saying. And I don't understand how, walking through a cloud of smoke that smells like it just smells bad. That is preferable to a blueberry donut flavor? Like I don't understand that thinking. No, it needs to smell really bad. Like it really needs to smell bad, and you should have your taste buds affected by it, and you should wake up every day coughing and hacking and coughing up phlegm and stuff, and not to mention all the political things that are around the whole vaping thing. But anyway, let's move on. Just know that yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but vaping is part of this. It's kind of part of me, and it's kind of part of the show. So it's a thing. It'll be a thing, and it's. I'm not going to take 45 minutes out of every live stream to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it every now and then. So, you know, get off my back about it. Real custard or juice flavors. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But anyway, hey, glad you're here. Just home from BJJ. Gonna be listening while I'm in the shower, washing my butt. Hey, Filbert, just as long as you don't touch yourself in super sensitive places while I say, "Hey, Filbert, how you doing? You doing okay? Hey, buddy. Hey, hey, boy." Anyway, sorry. Yeah, it's good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, you would vote for Newport. Oh boy. Hmm. Hmm. I do the same thing in the shower. I don't listen to anything in the shower. I'm one of those guys that I like to get in there. It depends. If it's after like a long hike, we did 8 miles on Sunday, by the way, uh, in the heat. And then the temperature dropped that day. It was 84 degrees and it got down to almost freezing. It's freezing. It was freezing this morning. And then on Friday, like this coming Friday, it's supposed to be in the 90s here. I think the weather's broke. Something's broke. Just saying. Just saying. Your new name is Ronald Coilman. I don't I don't even know what that means. Ronald Coilman. I hope you like wind and rain and now snow. Ohango. Weather Unchained. All right then. Is that Ohio? Wait, yo yo yee. Yo yo yee. That should be our new saying. Yo yo ye. Yo 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 ye. Yo yo ye. It's time for the show. The Village. Your thoughts are wrong. Really, Justin? So you really enjoy the film? You really enjoy the whole thing? I just found it, like I said, I found it manipulative, and I I just didn't like where it went. But that's a thing. Violation Entertainment. Hello. I don't know if I've seen you here before. And if your name is changed, because YouTube likes to confuse people. Hey, welcome. Either way, welcome or welcome back. Hello, Mr. Rob. Hello to you. Is what I say to that. So, hello. Samuel, welcome. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to you. Greetings. How are you? Cosma said miles and miles that are boring. Yes, it's called I-81. All of Pennsylvania except for mile marker 97 through 104 and the last QC miles of PA. Well, look, it's just one of those things, man. I don't understand it. Driving through Texas is super boring. Driving east is just, it's usually just highway and trees along the highway. And then once you start going west, then it's just dirt. And it's just, I don't know, man. It sucks. But, it is what it is, It is what it is. I fell asleep. I was not actually live. Oh, I didn't know that. I just saw, I woke up in the morning and I saw it streamed, because it doesn't tell you how, like when they started. It just says streamed 1 hour ago. And it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, whoa, he was up late. I didn't realize that. A sleep stream. I slept half of it. Appreciate you being there, Jinzu. See? I could have that. I could have appreciation. I gotta go to one of your streams first, I guess. Imagine having a shipping container in your backyard. Not a shipping container. It's more of a what do you call it? Storage space. She's moving from one storage space to another. So, there you go. For show, Ninjinzu said. For show. There you go. Darius Peeman, attorney for hire. What are you talking about? I don't know what that means, but so for some reason it's funny. And look, I'm almost out of tea already. That's how the stream's going to go, I think. I'm not into vaping, but it allows a break in your rundown sheet. I'm also not next to you, so I don't have to smell it. So I see. Well, I just look. I used to smoke heavily. That's maybe not true. I'd smoke about a pack a day. And then I found vaping, and I cut down my smoking to a pack every 3 or 4 days. And then I basically did that for 3 years on and off until I realized that the government wants me to be, sick. So that made me mad. So then I stopped smoking completely. But then it took like a month, because every now and then it'd be like, oh, I really want a cigarette. And then yeah, I just stopped at some point. I think it was like sometime in summer 2016 is when I actually stopped smoking. Haven't had one since, and don't want one. So, how about that face? Anyway, give up vaping and pick up Russian roulette like a real man. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing that I didn't understand is like, but then again, there's certain people that just don't get it. They don't understand that this is, sure, quitting everything. You should just quit everything. Okay, well, I'm not gonna. So I'd rather do the one that's harming me less. So I get it. There's some people that just don't get that. But anyway. But Warehouse Dave, welcome, sir. Good to see you. And I saw that you asked a question. I gotta get to it. Coworker used to say, I thought someone brought donuts, but no, it's just Rufus and his cloud of lies. The only gross part is you're smelling something that was literally in my lungs. I mean, yeah, but technically, if you're around people, that's already happening. You're already breathing in everybody's crap. That's how you get sick. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. You know? I mean, it's just, that's the way of things. It's the way, physics works. It's probably not the way to say it, but you're already breathing in other people's breath. If somebody goes, yeah, give it a second. You're going to be breathing that crap in. That's why it's so gross when somebody farts in a car. But yeah, it's just one of those things. And I mean, I understand that. And I try to be very, especially if I'm out in public, I don't blow vape in somebody's face or anything. I'm like, I'm allowed to do this. I don't do that. But I also don't understand this idea that you'd rather smell cigarette smoke. That's gross. I just don't get that. I don't know. It's a part of me and it's a part of you. And we're in love. And no one can take that away. It's beautiful. That's beautiful bonobo juice. Beautiful. Sometimes I don't understand. But I'm always intrigued. You made my desk shake by doing that. Why? Getting all up on the mic like this? Hello, everybody. I probably shouldn't do that. It probably peaks, and sorry about that. If anybody's wearing headphones, I'm sorry. Vaping shows folks the water vapor we breathe in from everybody every day, but this time we can see and smell it, so I get why folks get miffed about it. I mean, absolutely. I agree. That's basically what I said. You just said it in chat earlier. So, there you go. I think there's a weather event happening right now. I mean, it's always happening. It's just, hey, is it in our temperate zone? Like, is it in our comfort zone? That we don't notice the weather. But I mean, like, even a good day, if you look at the sun, you're like, it's bright. That weather's always happening. Always. Do you ever drive by a farm? Yeah, you're breathing in cow farts and pig farts and things. Pig exhales. I don't know. It's just a thing. Time to drive home, BRB. Ricky, be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm pissed Big Trouble in Little China didn't win Best Picture this year. Well, it is 40 years ago when that movie came out, so wouldn't that... What if the Academy Awards was that? It's just like literally the best movies of all time. And everybody votes on it, and it's like, well, for the 10th year in a row... I was going to say like Fast and the Furious once, but let's be honest, nobody's voting for Fast and Furious as Best Picture. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it'd be interesting. Warehouse Dave says, topical question. What is your favorite Irish thing? Well, here's the funny thing. When I was picking out a shirt to wear today, I was thinking it is St. Paddy's Day. It is the day of the Irish. But I'm not Irish. And I only own like 2 green shirts, I think. 2 green things. I'm not a big green guy. I'm not Irish. And yeah. But that being said, my favorite Irish thing. Well, I'll tell you, everybody's favorite Irish actress. it's she won Best Actress. She's Irish. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not a drinker either. Which I know. Some people look at that and they go, I don't trust anybody that doesn't have a drink every now and then. Well, then I guess you can't trust me, because I quit drinking back when I was like 21 years old. Because I am just not a fan. I'm not a fan of the way it makes me feel, and I'm not a fan of the way it makes me act. That's just me. Now, okay? You guys can drink all the things. But anyway, let me think. Irish. Irish. What's that Irish butter called? It's pretty good. I don't know. It's hey, hey. I don't know. I just don't know. Johnny Flip Switch says, "Hey Rob and everybody. Hey to you. How are you doing? A pack a day is a lot. It really was. I smoked a lot. Um, on smoke breaks, I'd usually smoke two, and I'd usually get what, two of those in a shift, and then maybe a lunch break. I'd probably smoke two then, and then I'd smoke the rest either on the way somewhere because I smoked in my car. I didn't care, just and then picking, doing the whole thing. But yeah, about a pack a day. But yeah, now I vape. I wouldn't even say I vape very much. I vape a lot typically when I'm watching a movie at home. I'm just sitting there watching a movie, doing this whole bit. Which it does cloud up the room a little bit sometimes. I got to be careful. Be careful. Yeah. Also, I meant I don't care, but vape is better than smoke. Yes. Vape is greater than smoke. I mean, I would think so. If I'm just a dude just walking around, I'd rather somebody blow a vape cloud of, strawberry butthole shavings than, that sounds terrible. I'd rather smell something strawberry or bakery-ish than a cigarette, but that's just me. It's just me. There's annoying vape users that just be extra about it, and I'm like, can you not wait? No, and I get that too. And that's why I try not to be that guy. I try not to be annoying about it, and I try to be very and I'm also a lot more discreet when I'm like, if I'm out in public walking around and stuff, I'm a lot more discreet about it. I don't vape something like this. I'll vape something that puts out a lot less vapor, and I'll, maybe blow it down like this, and there's not a lot of it. So yeah, I'm not big on that. That big old, that whole thing. You know what I mean? That whole, hey, oh my gosh, geez, everything just, it went black for a second, then all of a sudden, blah. So there you go. I'm so far behind. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where? Oh, there we go. Jeez. It put me so far behind. I thought I was almost caught up. Order 42 being caught up in the first 30 minutes? Psst. Nah. But hello, Bucho. Did I say hi to you? No, I didn't. Hello, Bucho. Good to see you, sir. I love Kurt Russell so very much. That movie is something special, but for not playing Snake in Metal Gear. I mean, we likely got a better actor. John is amazing, but he was Snake Plissken. Well, the thing is, too, you have to think back then, big actors in video games just wasn't much of a thing. So I don't blame him for, I don't blame anybody for saying no to a video game prior to just a few years ago. So, you know what I mean? I just hit the 2-year mark of not smoking, and I still want some. I'm telling you, vaping helps. I mean, don't start. If you've been quit for 2 years, just stick with it. Swish around and sing pack and a half. I smoke a pack and a half. Then tell me what that's from. I know exactly what that's from. Are you kidding me? I go through 2 lighters a day, dude. Yeah, I know what that's from. Vaping allows you to see that we are all breathing in each other's. Yes. True. Now presented with, ooh, wouldn't that be cool? It would actually be cool if y'all could, off the knuck with me. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. I don't know. I put it on some sort of sensor, and then you guys can, pick this thing up that's connected to your computer and go, like, oh, vanilla custard or whatever, you know? That would be weird. That would be weird. Ah. Neil Deadass Tyson would already say you're made of stardust, so don't complain about breathing in smoke when you're breathing in stardust. That's worse than brake dust. I mean, yeah, and probably. I mean, yeah, yeah. We're all stardust, yeah. One of the hardest monkeys to get off your back. Yeah, 2 years, 2 years not smoking. That's something. No peaks here with headphones on. Sex line talk away, please. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I took 4 dumps today. Oh yeah. Here's a it's one of those things where it's like, hey honey, what's it like being married to Crohn's boy? Look, it's just a thing, man. It's just a thing. Still winter 3 more days. Well, not here. Holy crap. Not here. Pig muffs. Also, we talking about Dune? Oh yeah, we talking about Dune. Definitely. If you're in traffic, you're breathing in all them old dinosaur juice. That's absolutely true. Violation. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that drives me crazy about when people are talking about how dangerous all this stuff is. And it's like, you realize when you get on the highway, you're breathing in like all of this nasty crap. Even though your car filters out a lot of it, you're still getting a lot of it. And it's like, looks like you're wearing an Order 42 shirt with the logo overlay. This was the original one that we tried with silkscreen, and you can tell it does not look right. And it's actually kind of faded into like a weird brown color. It's supposed to be like red, like this is. It's supposed to be this red. This red. This red right here. But it's like orangey, and it's just it I still like it though. Still think it's kind of cool. So, what is your top 5 pairs of underpants and why? Leon, welcome, and that's a great question. Um, Honestly, I wear a variation depending on the situation. Like if I'm gonna be doing a lot of hiking, I actually have hiking underwear that wicks and all that stuff. If I'm gonna be, I mean, gosh, depends, man. Depends. Is it gonna be really hot? I might wear some boxer briefs. I don't know. Just depends. But I don't really the top 5. I don't really have a top 5. What's your favorite Iris song by the Goo Goo Dolls? I'm gonna go with Iris. I actually kind of like that song, but it's also if you catch yourself just singing it, it just sounds boring. Everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. It's all right. It's a good song though. I mean, it was a big hit. You know. The Bouncing Souls, Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly, and the YouTuber UG Outlaw are my favorite Irish things. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. Probably Cillian Murphy, right? He's probably my favorite Irish thing. It's great. That's great. Yeah. Whatever. I'm still pissed Big Trouble didn't win. The Pork Chop Express will rise again. Hey, I have my Pork Chop Express shirt. I think it's dirty right now. But hey, I do have it. So I love me some I love some Pork Chop Express. Because it's a good movie. I like it a lot. Where's that 4K? Hmm? I should get into drinking. I mean, KP Senti, I mean, I mean, you know, everybody should have, I think, a hobby. If one of your hobbies is drinking, I actually thought that for a while. I was like, you know what? I want to get into beers, you know? And so I started buying beer and then going, this is awful. And I'm like, I'm wasting so much money drinking this swill. So I stopped doing it because yeah, this was probably probably early 2010, 12, somewhere around there. And then I got real sick and almost died, but it wasn't from the beer or the lack of beer. It just, you know, that was separate. So there you go. There you go. Kerrygold is the Irish butter. There you go, Johnny. That's some good butter, man. But then again, is there really like bad butter? I mean, you can't say like, well, country crock, but that's margarine, isn't it? That's not butter. That's fake butter stuff. But anyway, never forget the Goo Goo Dolls were on Metal Blade Records. I will never forget that. That's a lie. I probably by the time I get down to the page a little bit, I'm going to already forget that. But hey, there you go. I don't even know what that means. Like, does that have some significance? I don't know. I don't know. I quit smoking and drinking years ago. These days I only do bath salts. Well, I mean, everybody's got their thing, you know? Everybody's got their thing. Leprechauns and corned beef and cabbage are high tier Irish things to consider. That's true. That's true. Leprechauns, you don't hear about many leprechaun sightings, you know? It's not a big thing. Saw All Quiet on the Western Front on the plane today. It was entertaining. Wow. That's strawberry butthole shavings. I don't even know where that came from, and I apologize. Okay? But wow, All Quiet on the Western Front, really? Entertaining? I mean, it's a good movie, but man, I don't know if I'll be able to watch that one again. I have to go outside to vape at work because my neighbor complained about my coughs. Now she gets to hear them even better because I'm outside. Good job, lady. Now I'm cold and louder. Stupid game, stupid prizes. Yep. Expect me to ask more questions about the village later if this class I'm going to doesn't last all night. Also, thoughts on Sin City. If we're talking about the first Sin City, because it's the only one I watched, I loved the comics and I thought that movie was, I mean, perfect casting almost across the board. Elijah Wood was creepy as hell. Freaking what's his name? Marv. But what's his real name? Mickey Rourke as Marv was perfect casting. Powers Booth, Rucker Hauer, Bruce Willis. There's people that think he was too young to play that part, but I really liked that. Michael Madsen, Jessica Alba. I mean, it's good. It's a good movie. I liked it a lot. You're an excellent judge of people, Justin. I've always said that. Buccio has always said that. I mean, when I first talked to him, like back in 2005, 6, somewhere around there, he was saying that. So Frank Miller is legendary. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm a people person. This is why my best friend is a monkey. You're always behind. I know. Yeah, but we got that big actor from a video game, the guy who voiced Snake and made that HBO show. I don't know what you're talking about. The Jack Reacher guy is looking to play Snake. Oh, right. Franklin McCanahan, what's his name? Aaron. No, it's not Aaron. It's don't tell me. Let me guess for like the next 45 minutes. I can see him. Dude, I'm having problems with names today. What's going on? I think I'm getting old. 2 weeks ago, man, from the half century mark. So it's a thing. It is a thing. Wow. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know who you're talking about. The Reacher guy. The guy who was going to be Batman and then now is not. So, there you go. I had a question after always. I was confused rereading my own comment. I watched you sleep, Rufus. How dare you? Oh, because he was streaming. Right. Who's John? The voice of Snake in MGS, John Heder. I heard to sound more sultry and sensual, you got to do more breathing when you talk. David Hayter. I thought David Hayter was, I don't know. John Heder. I don't know who that is. I wish Snake was voiced by Arnold. And Justin's in your closet, Rufus, just to let you know. Just to let you know. No thong? No, Leon, I'm not a thong guy. Never have been. Just, no. Custom order 42 underwear. That's disturbing. Is it right on the crotch? Or is it on the butt? I don't know what would be better. I really don't. I've been using the Blade Runner font a lot with my Game Boy game. I just spent an entire day trying to make my Super Game Boy backyard background look like Cyberpunk gear, ended with just the logo and my website and the Blade Runner font. Hey, here you go. I think John Heder is the Napoleon Dynamite guy. He is. John Heder. Heder. I think 1D. David Hayter voiced Solid Snake and Naked Snake. Naked Snake? And then it was Kiefer Sutherland voices Venom Snake. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's interesting. A news section, not in Blade Runner font. I didn't like, Rufus said, I didn't like beer. I was a middle shelf whiskey guy. Then IPAs in a can happened. Ricky likes his Japanese whiskey. What? I don't know anything about any of that. Like IPAs, I tried some IPAs, but it's just not, like I said, man, beer's just not my thing. And I think part of it is just, it's just because I think it's because it just tastes bad. Well, it's an acquired taste. No, it tastes bad. Hey, this thing that tastes like something's wrong with it. Yeah, it tastes bad. And it could be, you know how like some people can't eat cilantro, or some people don't like I don't know, like asparagus. There's certain things they call them like super tasters or something, like they can't eat some stuff. Maybe I just have something in my DNA that says, "Hey, beer's gross." So, that's just me. Or alcohol in general. I just don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. Actually, April, when we first started dating, she was still kind of a, she drank every now and then, you know, she would have a drink here and there. And she got a thing called a Midori Sour. And it basically tasted like a green apple drink. And it was awesome. I was like, I like this. And my friends were like, that's a girly drink. And I'm like, so's your face. And they went home and cried. And that's the way, that is 100% what happened. So take that. What is wrong with me tonight? I don't know. I never played 4 or 5, so I didn't hear Kiefer attempt my Pliskin. Mr. Pliskin. Metal Blade? I don't even know the blades. What's Metal Blade? What? Bono, yes, never forget. The goo helped build Cannibal Corpse. Okay. See, things that I didn't know. Venom Snake isn't even the actual Snake. It was a brainwashed soldier made to believe he was Snake. Old Snake was still David Hayter, just sounding old. Okay, would you stop doing that? Oh my gosh. Man, the way that it updates like that sucks. I hate that. It does have significance due to Metal Blade Records being a death metal record label. Oh. No, I've never been, like, I liked, I played the first 2 Metal Gear games, and then I just kind of stopped playing games. So, when is Rob not behind? Bill Hader. Bill Hader is from uh Saturday Night Live and Barry and yeah, super bad and all that kind of stuff. Bill Hader's a different man. MGS4 is the most played. MGS5 has the greatest gameplay, but weirdest, weakest story. Aaron Sorkin is going to write the Metal Gear Snake Swallower movie. Bill Hader. David Hader. I've heard people refer to thongs as erotic underwear. I don't know. I don't like, it's kind of like, it's the same reason why I don't like flip-flops. I don't like the feeling of something in between my toes. I mean, just think about that. Now you're going to have something in between your butt cheeks all day. I mean, I'm sure you get used to it, but what a weird thing to get used to. It's kind of like drinking beer. What other place are you going to hear thongs compared to beer? I ask you. Because I don't know. Don't let me conflate and confuse. Too late. Off the knob undies? That sounds weird. That just sounds like something you just wrap around your junk. I don't know. Always Sunny reference that no one will get. I'm sorry. I haven't watched more than a clip of Always Sunny. Oh, but you'd love it. I know you'd love it. You're so... I know, probably, but I just haven't. I'm sorry. There's so many things to watch and to take in. And I read a lot. Man, I read a lot. I love to read. And I've also been keeping up on my, what do you call it? Learning from authors thing that I'm doing. The BBC Maestro thing. On the Order 42 custom underwear, it says "butt" on the butt. I mean, honestly, there should be more. I think in general, more clothing should have body parts labeled on them. So on your jacket, it should say elbow and breast, butt, kneecap, all those things. I mean, that would be really helpful. I've been underwear merch from a streaming show before. It's not that weird. It was limited edition. You've bought, I assume. You've bought. Nude Snake, Naked Snake is before you got the code name Big Boss. Oh, I mean, I'll take your word for it. I don't remember any of that. Cilantro is a hereditary thing, if I recall. I don't know that. That could be 100% true or 100% made up, and I would not know the difference because that's how these things work. Because I don't know everything. Because I'm mostly seriously, mostly an idiot. This guy, mostly an idiot. It's just the way it is. Citrus style IPAs are awesome as draft beer. I'm trying to remember the one. Like, I remember there was one that it was like, oh man, it's like drinking it was almost like they described this one beer as it tasted like almost like a Capri Sun. And I was like, and just hearing him talk about it and how good it was, I was like, I'm going to go try that. In fact, I know where I can buy one because Quick Trip right down the street. I mean, if you live in Texas, man, there's Quick Trip, like, seriously, like you just pretty much any degree that you turn your head, there's going to be a Quick Trip, right? It's like Starbucks. Anyway, it's a Quick Trip, went in there, bought one, got home and was like, I'm going to try the, I mean, it was awful. It tasted like a Capri Sun and then trash. It was like a piece, imagine a trash bag. Imagine a coffee filter that's as big as a trash bag. And on the inside was a Capri Sun and you took a drink out of the side of this coffee filter that's really a trash bag, and I get a little bit of Capri Sun and then trash in my mouth. It was awful. I took two drinks and thought maybe that first drink was just a, hey, you need to get that first swallow down. How many times have you heard that? Just get the first swallow down and the rest is easy. Anyway, got the first drink down, and then it was like, this is awful. And then like, okay, I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Another drink. Nope, still bad. Poured it down the sink and was like, I'm not believing that guy ever again, because that tasted like literal trash. It was terrible. So there you go. It does taste bad. You get used to it. Its acquired taste is dumb. You just get used to it. Beer is gross. Yeah, I don't know. Coriander. It tastes like soap. And just for those of you who may not be on the level, coriander is, at least in America, is what we call the seed, and it's ground into like it's like the spice or whatever. But in the UK, coriander is cilantro. So, and Leon says it tastes like soap. It doesn't taste like soap to me. It tastes awesome to me. So, just saying. Top 3 best Brad Pitt movies. Ooh, man, that's a good one. I think my favorite performance of his was 12 Monkeys. I love Ocean's 11. And God, man, there's so many good ones. I thought F1 was great, but I would probably say, I might say Fight Club. But there's also like Legends of the Fall. There's freaking Thelma and Louise. He's great in that. This is his first big role. There's freaking dude, one of my favorite roles. I mean, it's a tiny role, but I loved him in it. It was True Romance. Oh my gosh, he's great in that. He's so funny. Burn After Reading. I mean, come on. He's awesome. So that's a lot of good Brad Pitt movies, but yeah. Maybe you have alcohol flush reaction, informally, aka Asian flush. Or I could just not like the taste of trash. That's just me. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm the opposite. I like the taste of alcohol, but I hate even being buzzed. Get it out of me sober now. Now! I was a red wine guy for a long time, but that's a lot of sugar. The only thing that I could see myself drinking, like honestly, drinking a lot is like stuff like, have you ever had a Brandy Alexander? Because that was a damn good drink. I mean, it was kind of like, it almost was like a you know what? Let's make a White Russian super fattening. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So like you put a jug of ice cream in this cup, mix some brandy and some Kahlua and mix it up and into like a shake, and then here you go, drink that. And it's like, oh yeah, dude. But yeah, I'm just not a big drinker, I guess. It's fine. It's no big deal. Best duos actors. You mean like, what do you mean? Like Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber? You mean like, I don't know, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about literal like Laurel and Hardy, Abbott Costello? You know? I don't know. I mean, those are 4, I would say, classic pairings. C-3PO and R2-D2. Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean. Like to drink with April and to your friends, happy wife, happy life. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cosmo. She doesn't really drink much, like at all. Like there was a time that, okay, I will say something that I did enjoy for probably a good 6 months. Drank a lot of them. We were sponsored at the time. The company that I worked for was sponsored by one of the. It was like a vodka company, and during the day, they just said, "Hey, it's happy hour. Come get your cranberry sour or whatever." And they had like a bunch of uh not cranberry sour, that's not right. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of light cranberry drink, but the vodka was awesome. I mean, it was so good. And I tried to get April into it. She didn't really get into it. So I drank them on and off for like 6 months and then I gave it up. But I'm not sure what you mean by that. That singer from Cannibal Corpse is a cool guy. Bill Hader, handsome AF? Really? I look at Bill Hader and I'm like, man, what a odd looking dude. But yeah, Jim Carrey, Cannibal Corpse, Ace Ventura, yes. Yes. Again, the non-alcoholic beer, I just don't understand. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. Hey, do you like things that taste like ass, but you don't like the feeling you get when you drink it? How about this? And you're like, but again, if you don't like the feeling of being, drunk, I guess maybe that's an answer. I don't know. I don't know. Your ladies were wear thongs to not have the panty lines and wearing dresses or skirts. I mean, true, but I don't wear dresses or skirts on Tuesdays. I don't. So, taste test off the knob. What is that called? Have you seen those? I'm sure you've seen those videos of the guy with the little thing in a tube, and when you hold it, it goes like that, and then when you turn it over, it goes. I mean, it doesn't make that sound, but you get what I'm saying, right? And he does it in front of his wife, and she starts gagging, and I'm like, why? Like, I think it's funny the people that gag, even if you just go like that, they go, oh, and I think that's kind of funny. But the fact that works somehow, and I don't know, it's just weird. It's just really strange. I don't know why I started talking about that. Oh, off the knob. Yeah. Because I went, yeah. Big Trouble in Little China was not up for Best Picture. Do we want to talk about Oscars now? I do want to talk about it briefly. I don't want to talk about it a lot because I don't care. And it's not that it's not that I don't care. I'm very happy for them. And honestly, I thought the show was great this year. I really did. I think they put together a great show. If you're one of those people that are like, I loved One Battle After Another, I'm like, you know what? Me too. Me too. Or maybe you're like, well, I loved Sinners. And I'd say, you know what? Me too. Two of my favorite movies of last year were up for almost all the awards. So how could I be upset? I was so happy to see both Ryan Coogler get to win for his best original screenplay. I got to see Paul Thomas Anderson, somebody who I've loved for years, finally get recognition from the Academy, and sweep a lot of the big awards. I really enjoyed that. I got to see, seriously, there were two performances last year that I said while I was watching it, I might be looking at an Oscar winner right here. And that was Sean Penn in One Battle After Another and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. And they both won. So I'm happy. And all credit to somebody like, for example, Delroy Lindo. Okay. Delroy Lindo is one of those actors. I know you probably have a, you may not always know their names, but if you see their name or you see their face, you're like, hell yeah, because that person's going to bring it and they're going to be awesome in the movie. Period. There's no question. Delroy Lindo, for me, is one of those actors. When I see his name, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I've been a fan of Delroy Lindo for years and years and years. So when I saw that he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor, I'm like, you know what? Good for you, man. But you don't have a chance. I'm sorry. He did not have a chance in hell winning that against, again, to me, one of the best performances I've ever seen from Sean Penn. It was an amazing performance. Okay? So I think anybody who's upset about anybody winning over something else, you just got to say, you know what? They got the recognition from the Academy when they were nominated. The fact that you win is even better, but at the same time, you're really happy with the fact that you got nominated. You know, it's an amazing thing to be recognized for your work. Everybody wants that. So I think people should calm down. Yeah. So One Battle After Another won Best Picture and Best Director. So Paul Thomas Anderson won basically 3 awards on Sunday night. Michael B. Jordan won for Best Actor. What's her face? The Irish lady? I'm gonna have to look. What's her name? Okay, wait. Here, just do this. Actress Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Why did it do it like that? Oh, and then freaking Amy Madigan for Weapons. And this is how I am. If you didn't see Weapons and you didn't know that Amy Madigan is in it, you're in for a surprise. So even in my review for Weapons, I didn't want to make it known that Amy Madigan was in it, because she was such a surprise and was like, what? Now, I'll be honest, when I was watching the movie, I wasn't thinking best supporting actress. I wasn't thinking that. I was just so surprised to see her, and what a fearless performance. Great. Let's see. Jessie Buckley. See, I don't like the way that they did this. This is not well done. Okay, here you go. So One Battle After Another and Sinners were number 1 and number 2. Frankenstein, number 3. K-Pop Demon Hunters won both of the awards that it was up for. Best Song and Best Animated Feature. Okay. I've watched 3 minutes of it, I think. But that's it. Frankenstein, I heard too many things from people that I trust that made me go, okay, so it's another Guillermo del Toro movie that I never seem to really connect with. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. But I'll watch One Battle After Another. I'll watch Sinners. 2 fantastic movies. And they're both from Warner Brothers. Oh, by the way, guess how many movies Paramount won? Big old fat 0. Warner's won, I think, 11 total. Oh, yeah, because Weapons isn't on here. So they won 11. Warner Brothers came away with 11 Academy Awards on Sunday. That's crazy. So, I mean, sure, you can sit there and be mad that your favorite thing didn't win, but it's not about that. It's not just about how good that movie was or how that performance was. It's how good everybody else is too. Right? How many times? I'm sure there were many years in history where if Sinners had come out that year, it would have won. And I still, look. If you think Sinners is just from Dusk Till Dawn, you really don't understand movies. Like, I'm sorry, you don't. You don't get it. You don't understand that there's a big difference between Sinners and From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, if you boil them down, okay, an hour of this and then of something, and then, oh my gosh, vampires. Yeah, if you look at it like that, okay, yeah, they're the exact same movie, but come on, they're not anywhere close to the same movie. So, anyway, that's my thinking. So, and I feel like anytime somebody, because there were people from I feel like there were two camps. There was the one battle after another camp and the sinners camp, and they were both trying to belittle the other. And I'm like, there's got to be people out there that liked both movies, right? Like me, thinking, wow, I watched Sinners and was thinking, this might be my favorite movie of the year, like at the end of the year. I still think One Battle After Another is one of those movies. It makes me understand why it won Best Picture, because it's got like it's almost like a mirror of today and of how things kind of, there's some things in that movie that are, that, I mean, again, the story was written years ago, it's based on a book, and yet it reflects a lot of things going on today. Sinners is just a really, really good movie, but it doesn't have that same mirror effect, and that's one of the things that the Academy looks for, so it makes sense to me. But they still honored Sinners with the most nominations ever. I mean, seriously, if you're a Sinners fan, you're a winner. You won big. Best screenplay, best actor. I mean, come on. Just, I don't know. I feel like people are just, they've taken this whole idea that, it's like political crap, like if you're on this side, then you have to hate this side. No, you know what? The whole point is we're all part of the same country, right? So even though you don't agree with them on certain things, you do we have to work together, right? So that's the thing that irritates me about this whole, oh, Sinners sucks because it's this and blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, I mean, that's pretty much my, I mean, God, that's pretty much my recap. Let me see. Is there anything else that I want to say? Yeah, Warner Brothers came away with 11. Wow. That's just insane. Uh, uh let's see. Oh, the first best casting award went to Cassandra Koulakundis for One Battle After Another. And a lot of people were saying, yeah, but Sinners had such an amazing cast. And they did. They had an amazing cast. But I think one of the reasons why they picked One Battle After Another is because of her finding Chase Infinity. Chase Infinity, if you don't know, she was the daughter, but basically the heart of One Battle After Another. And it was her first film. I mean, holy crap. The luck, right? But I mean, talent and luck to be, that's your first film, is in a Paul Thomas Anderson film, across from freaking Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn and Regina Hall and all these amazing actors. I mean, that's amazing. But I can understand why they may look at that and go, yeah, that's better than for Sinners. But oh, and holy crap. Um I glossed over it. Really? Where's, bam. Autumn Durald Arkapaw, the first female cinematographer to win Best Cinematography. That's awesome. And I actually watched the Oscars live. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing, and I think that her acceptance speech was just mwah, loved it. I loved it. Basically saying, hey, all the women stand up because without you, I would not be here. And I'm like, I loved it. And she's, I think she's the first Filipino to win an Academy Award as well. So very, very cool. And Sinners was gorgeous, man. Come on. Sinners was gorgeous. An amazing movie. So anyway, I'll stop talking about Oscars now and get caught back up. Oh, and by the way, while I get caught up, why don't we pick a freaking, okay, now's your last chance. There's 21 votes. And I don't think anything's going to get beaten. I think Apple Cookie Crisp is going to come away with the win. Molotov is going to win. Eerie Solution, which is the blueberry filled donut, and whatever Terrified Resolution, dark vanilla custard. Those are both tied for second place. Looks like Apple Cookie Crisp is going to win. I'm going to get caught up a little bit, and then I'm going to just hit the button and end the poll. So if you haven't voted, now's your time. Okay? Now's the time. I love that scene in Ace Ventura. George Fisher was a guest on the Charismatic Voice YouTube channel. Classically trained opera singer who analyzes music and their friends. Their friends! I didn't know that. That's cool. That's very cool. I'm not going to tell you that you love it, but I do recommend Always Sunny, especially after Danny DeVito becomes a regular. Chris, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have, if you partake and you want a beverage, a tasty beverage for St. Patty's Day, hey, do it. Do it. Fight Club, Inglourious Basterds, 7 years in Tibet. Okay, I totally forgot about Inglourious Basterds. That is one of my favorite Brad Pitt performances. And 7 Years in Tibet is a very, very underrated movie. That movie, man, that movie's good. I like that movie a lot. So that is a really good one, Rufus. Really good one. Bunch of QTs near me. Well, there you go. There you go. Rob's favorite Brad Pitt films are Bullet Train and Deadpool. Not Bullet Train. The thing is like I said, Bullet Train is one of those movies that's fine while you're watching it. And then you completely forget about it 10 seconds after you stop watching it. I don't know. I don't think his name is Robert Pattinson. His name is Robert Pattinson. What was his actual name? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen Fight Club. And there's a new 4K coming out. So, there's that. Buchu likes kiwi beer. You just finished reading Fight Club. I'd never read... Do I own Fight Club? I do own Fight Club. I never read it. It's one of those where I bought it thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to read that. And I just never read it. I do own it though. The only reason cilantro tastes like soap to anyone is because they're allergic to it. Well, there you go. See, I didn't know that. There's a lot of things I don't know. As we have basically, hey, we figured that out, haven't we? Bath salt brand beer. One swig and you'll eat your neighbor's face. All right, 39%. Somebody, I don't know who voted, but 39% Apple Cookie Crisp right now. You just got a few more minutes. Brad Pitt's been in too many movies with number titles. 12 Monkeys, 7, Ocean's 11. Oh, 7. Even though I like him in 7, I don't think it's one of his standout performances. 7 days in Tibet, isn't it? 7 years in Tibet. I forgot about 7. Brandy is something special. I love Brandy. Oh, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. That's actually a pretty good one. My mom's friend used to drink coffee, brandy, and play Yahtzee on the weekends. De Niro and Pacino in Heat. Leo and Mark Wahlberg. Leo and Mark Wahlberg. I don't know about Leo and Mark Wahlberg. That's not really... I don't think of them as a duo in that movie. I mean, if you're talking duo with Mark Wahlberg, I would think Alec Baldwin and Mark Wahlberg would probably be... Or Mark Wahlberg and Martin Sheen. Maybe that's why I think he's handsome. I try to slide in his DMs. Whoa. I mean, if you want, go ahead. Do you have the ability to do that? That's pretty awesome. I saw the lady that started gagging. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand it at all. Top 3 best actresses. What, like all time? God, like what? Bette Davis, Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett. That's just off the top of my head. Probably throw Holly Hunter in there, maybe Nicole Kidman, um, Myrna Loy. Really love, man. Seriously, Myrna Loy is one of those where I would probably, if I was alive in the 40s, I would probably would have had a very unhealthy obsession over Myrna Loy because she is just an amazing actress and cute as hell. Just saying. Marilyn Monroe, Katharine Hepburn. Uh, God, I mean, I don't even know how to, because my biggest problem with a question like that is that there's a lot of movies I just haven't seen. Elizabeth Taylor. Like I haven't seen a lot of Elizabeth Taylor movies. So it's just like it's that's a tough one. I used to work in a liquor store. The people that would buy NA beer were recovering alcoholics. The taste of the beer and the action of drinking is sometimes helps through the recovery. See, I just don't understand that. I mean, me personally, I just don't understand that. Like I would hate to be able to vape and only you can vape is tobacco. It's like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oscars were fun, no complaints. I like both movies, but I just prefer Sinners. I was rooting for Sinners because I felt like even though it was, it had so many more nominations, I felt like it was a bit of an underdog. And maybe it's because everybody was talking so high on one battle after another. But I love both of those movies. I want to own both of those movies in 4K like today. In fact, Shozama, who's not here, or I haven't seen him yet, he bought he did some sort of deal where he got all three so Sinners, One Battle, and Weapons for like $20. And then he had a $2 off thing. So it was like $6 a piece for those. Dude. I forgot Amy Madigan was still alive. Dude, Amy Madigan is one of those, again, maybe not like your favorite actor or actress, right? But she's one of those where she's solid in everything she's in. Everything I've ever seen her in, she's been solid. Frankenstein was incredibly slow. A movie isn't what it's about. It's how it's about it. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Pretty sure that was someone else, Bucho. Yeah, can we all get along? Yeah, Rodney. Yeah, Rodney. Thanks for bringing that up, Chris. But yes, I honest Robert Paulson. Thank you, Paulson. It's been a long time since I've seen it. But no, I just don't understand why people get so upset over. Like I was looking at stuff because I'd missed something, and I was like, I wonder if anybody said anything about who won this or whatever. So I think I'd gotten up to do something, and somebody was like, as soon as I saw Sinners won, lost this whatever, then I'm out. And I'm like, okay. Himself is Belgian for himself, so you are technically correct when it comes to JCVD. Okay. Pretty sure that's not right. You know what 2026 needs? A gangster movie with Paul Giamatti as a ruthless cartel king. I'm down. Jerome the Great, welcome to you, sir. 12 Monkeys. I love, man. To me, when I think of great Brad Pitt, like I really wish he'd won for that because he was so good in that. I loved him in 12 Monkeys. And I thought Bruce Willis was one of my favorite Bruce Willis performances. So yeah. Yeah. Robert Samsonite. Yeah, that was his name. Fight Club book is way better, especially the ending. Oh. Slippy Slappy. We should have the last part of the stream be the hangout being broadcasted. I really think we have something. I look forward to our hangout so much. I'm sure people would like to see them / be part. Yeah, but the problem is, again, it's what we talk about. Sometimes we go off the deep end a little bit. And I don't know if I want that on my channel, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And it's not anything bad, but a live stream, unless you have them, immediately taken down after you've streamed, are they're kind of forever, and I don't want that. The hangout should be ours, and it should be our time. And if people want to come hang out with us, I'm totally cool with it, especially if you hit ! Discord and freaking Nightbot over there, who's, I look, I don't always acknowledge Nightbot and the work that Nightbot does, but there you go. ! Discord gives you an invite to the Discord. Come hang out with us. It's fun. But no, I don't want that broadcast. We talk about too many things that, well, frankly, not anybody's business. So that's kind of how I look at it. I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah, I'm gonna give you a hard no on that one. 11 Minutes in Tibet, starring Robert Paulson. Babel is far from my favorite Brad Pitt movie, but it is his best performance. I found Babel to be meh. Top 3 favorite directors and your favorite movie they made. Well, I would say Ridley Scott is definitely my top 3. Now, my favorite movie, that's tough. But I can't pick anything other than Alien. Even though Blade Runner's there, and Blade Runner has become like a new real big favorite, but Alien is the movie that made me realize who Ridley Scott was. And so I can't get away from that. Another movie that made me go, oh, this is the same guy that made Alien, is when I saw Legend for the first time. So for a long time, I would have to say that my 2 favorite Ridley Scott movies were Alien and Legend. But then, of course, I started learning about movies and all that stuff. Anyway, Alien. I love Blade Runner, but Alien's my number 1. The number 2 would probably be Steven Spielberg. And that's really tough too, because you got to pick between a lot of fantastic movies. But my 2 favorites from him, I think, I'd have to think for a second, but I'm pretty sure my 2 favorite movies from Spielberg are Jaws and Raiders. And I'm going to say Jaws, Raiders, because it really depends on the day. Like today, I think Raiders might be my favorite, but then tomorrow I might say Jaws, because they're both that good. Sleepers is a crazy pit film. Yes, Sleepers is a really good one. Really good one. Like fantastic movie. And it's coming out in 4K. There's a 4K release coming soon. That's a pretty good one. But let's see. Last director. Now, do I go for the classic and say Kurosawa? Because I own more Kurosawa films than just about anybody else. And if that's the case, it's Seven Samurai. I adore a lot of his movies. Some of his movies are kind of like, oh, that was good. Like, to me, The Bad Sleep Well, that's fine. What was the Stray Dogs? That one was fine. It was good. High and Low is one of those where it's there's classic and there's good. High and Low is in there. It's not my favorite Kurosawa film, but it's really good. But yeah, Seven Samurai takes it, man. And I'm going to show you guys something, and it's up to you. You know what I mean? This is one of those things where my guess is only Ricky will probably be super interested in possibly getting this. But I showed off the Kurosawa box set that's coming from a company called Madman. It's available to pre-order from Diabolic. Get out of here. And this includes 4K copies of Akiru, Seven Samurai, Throne of Blood, The Hidden Fortress, Yojimbo, Sanjuro, High and Low, and Redbeard in a beautiful box set. But it's $200. And I realized I can't justify it. I can't. It's basically 8 films, and then you can see here it is wonderful to create the if you've bought a lot of the Criterion discs, it is wonderful to create was a documentary that they kind of chopped up and put on a bunch of different Kurosawa Criterions. It would be great to have all these in 4K, but I cannot justify $200. I just can't. Especially since I already have the only movie I don't own is Throne of Blood. And Throne of Blood was fine. It's not one of my favorites, but it is good. Redbeard, I have the Blu-ray from BFI on the way. So that would be the only one that I don't own. I cannot justify $200. But there you go. If you're interested, you can get this from Diabolic. It's an amazing box set. It looks insane, but I just can't justify it. So, anyway. All right, here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button because it hadn't moved. 23 votes. Apple Cookie Crisp is the winner. So, you know what? Let's do a little shaky, shall we? Because you never know. I mean, most likely it's been shaken plenty of times. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Movie High Club. He's probably going to be talking about the other still by the time he sees this question. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the way it always is. Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs. What about it? Oh, yeah. Dude, Jodie Foster as one of the best actresses. I don't know why I didn't think of her, but absolutely. I mean, she's definitely one of my... Oh, I didn't even off the nugget, did I? Apple Cookie Crisp. Oh my gosh. Okay, off the nuck, that is impressive. It tastes almost like a real apple. That is... Okay. I'm really hoping that this vape is as good as it was off the nuck because that is insanely good. It tastes like it honestly tastes like a real apple with that sort of bakery cinnamon on top of it. Which, I mean, yeah, I like it. Oh, you can't even see me. Sorry. Interesting. All right. So, lid goes on. Let's see. Amy Madigan is in 2 of my favorite movies, Uncle Buck and Field of Dreams. Absolutely. A Toy Shack Underground. Welcome. Good to see you. It's been a while. I mean, I don't know. I look, I don't know if you've been here or not. I don't remember that off the top of my head, but it feels like I don't know. It sounds familiar, but good to see you. Welcome or welcome back. Welcome and or welcome back. All right, it's all filled up. Let's see. Begonia in 4K is on sale on the Google TV app for $9.99. I still have not seen it. And that's one of those where I really want to see it because I love Emma Stone is great. I love Emma Stone and I love Jesse Plemons. Okay, this is... Oh, crap. The airflow adjuster thing it went off the track a little bit. That would have been bad. Rob Paulson, who voiced Gray Fox in Metal Gear Solid. Hmm. Discretion is the better part of valor. It is, Chris. It is. I'll be scared if it's broadcast. What? Just live in the ephemeral. Y'all are saying things, and I'm on live chat, and I don't understand what y'all are talking about. Amazing XP. Welcome. Good to see you. How do I feel about Michael Bay's The Island? I think the first half is very good and original, but then it turns into a typical Michael Bay action movie. I've only seen the movie once, but I do remember thinking, "Hey, not bad." That's really all I remember about it. I mean, I know it's got Scarlett Johansson and I know it's got Ewan McGregor, but I don't really remember anything else because I saw it when it first came out, like on video or whatever, like on probably on DVD or whatever at the time. I mean, it's fine. It's. I remember thinking this is one of my favorite Michael Bay movies, but I only own a few Michael Bay films. I do own The Rock and Armageddon from the Criterion Collection on DVD, but I do not own The Island. So, yeah, I mean that's about all I can remember. Just got back to the dealership, about to drive home ski. Ninjinzu, be safe. Be safe. Let's keep that chat close to the chest. Friends only. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. But that's just my take on it. And like I said, I don't. Yeah, I don't want that available to everybody. If you want to come hang out, cool. And there's nothing I can do to stop you from recording it. But I don't feel like that's the kind of thing where I'd want it recorded. Like, that's weird. It's just us hanging out and chatting about whatever. So, yeah. Did you buy a new car, Ninjinzu? What's your pick, Empire or Jedi? Toy Shack? That's a good question. But let me take another vape at this because the first one was weird. I feel like this one is going to be one of those that needs a bit in the tank to kind of almost for the flavor to break in. Because what I'm tasting is that's so weird. The apple was so pronounced off the nuck. But in that, it's almost like it's second fiddle to this bakery flavor that's kind of a cookie, but it's almost like a shortbread cookie, kind of. Let me take let me take another one. It's a very generic bakery thing. It doesn't even taste really like a cookie. It tastes almost like a what are those cookies that are what are they? Are they called Sandies? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The Sandies, where it's like wow, these. I mean, like these are good, but they're not really that sweet. That's kind of what it tastes like. It's like a very very mild cookie with apple in the background. Like what I was expecting is kind of like one of those I don't know what they're called, but the cookies with like it's like a cookie, and then in the middle it's like they put their thumb in it and it made this like dimple, and then when the cookie comes out they put like apple jam or you know what I'm talking about, or like raspberry. I don't know what those are called. I like those. But that's kind of what it's like, except there's very little apple in there. So it's good, but I want to I kind of want to see if this one matures a little bit. So I will say good choice, guys. I mean, fact is I chose it, because I wanted to try it. But this is a good choice. It's just I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like it's good, but And it's weird too. If you're a vapor, you might know this. The sweeter the flavor, the more intense the flavor, sometimes the more tired you get of it. Like you get tired of it quick, you know? Like I'll tell you that banana pudding one, it's good, but I can't vape a lot of it because I get it's almost like you get tired of it because it's so rich, you know? So this one could be one of those where I could vape it all day and not worry about it. There's also a little bit of a, you hear that whistle? It's kind of a whistle to it. I wonder if that's the way I built it. I don't know. The question, Toy Shack, was, do I like Empire or Jedi better? I like Empire better. And the reason that I like Empire better is that's the movie that I came online. I was 4 years old seeing that in the theater, and I came online watching Empire Strikes Back. But I also feel like it's the more of the three, I think it's the most focused. There's a lot happening, and it's really kind of strange. Like for example, if you're watching Empire Strikes Back, let's go back in time a little bit. You're a kid. You're watching Empire Strikes Back on your VHS player. Some of you guys weren't alive yet. But anyway, you're watching the movie, right? Your mom never seen it. Or dad. Never seen the movie. They come in and they go, huh. Oh, they're okay. They're on this snow planet. All right. Okay, cool. And then they leave. They go do whatever. And then they come back in to check on you an hour later. And they're on Cloud City. And it's all, the carbonite scene. And you're like, what are you watching now? Oh, it's Empire Strikes Back. Same movie. That's the same movie? It looks so different. That movie goes through so many changes over the length of the film. And I just love it. That's one of the things that I love about it. But it's also, more importantly, the reason that Empire, to me, will always be a better movie than Jedi is because it's the movie that introduced Yoda, and it introduced the Force the way that I know it today, and the way that I think a lot of people have forgotten what the Force is. That's the movie where you go, if somebody asks you what the Force is, you play the scenes from Dagobah. And it's I love it. Lore wise, it's my favorite. It's the best. It's the best. The only thing that I wish Empire had more of was space battles, because there's not a whole lot of space battles. You got the asteroid scene, but for the most part, it's not a big space battle movie. I love the space battle in New Hope and Jedi, but to me, Empire's the winner. But that's my opinion. And see, Starfox says Jedi immediately. So, Fury, Meet Joe Black. Fury was okay. It was okay. Meet Joe Black is one of those where I really like that movie a lot more than a lot of people. Like, a lot of people just, they hate that movie, but I really enjoyed it. But yeah, World War Z. World War Z. Forgot about that one. Kurosawa is a dada and his baby asks for Wawa. Oh, bonobo juice. Yeah, at this point, we need to list what movies Brad wasn't good in. I mean, you're right. You're right. He's just good. Almost as much as the last box set. I need that collection. Post the link. If you want it, I mean, I will post it. I just can't. I can't justify it. That wasn't the last. That was weird. Oh, it's because I didn't close it. Here's the link. Here's the link for the Kurosawa set. If you're interested, that is crazy expensive, but I mean, I get it. If you want it, I get it, because I would love it, but I can't justify it. And I have too many box sets. Any award-winning pictures actors recommendations? I mean, I would definitely say that, honestly, I didn't see a whole lot of movies that were on those lists. I didn't see sentimental value is one of the ones that I really want to see. I love Stellan Skarsgård, and I hear that movie's great. The Secret Agent is, I believe, on Hulu. I still haven't watched that. I really want to see that one. That one was up for Best International and Best Picture and Best Actor for Wagner Moura, I think is how you say it. I'm probably butchering that. But anyway, I really want to see that. I want to see Begonia. I haven't seen that yet. Hamnet, I want to see because I am a Shakespeare nerd. So I do want to see it, but it's like I almost went to the theater to see it, and then I was like, I'm not in the mood for something that's going to depress me. So, and that's understandable if you know the time when it came out. I was going through stuff. I'm still going through stuff. So yeah, it's hard to want to watch a movie like that. But yeah, I really want to see that. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Rose Byrne was up for that one. I've heard great things about that movie. But yeah, Sinners, One Battle, Weapons. Those are all, to me, great movies. In fact, I reviewed them on my channel. I love those movies. So, those are really good. Let's see what else. F1 was good. It won one award for best sound. It was one of the technical awards that it won. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. Zootopia 2, in my opinion, probably should have beat K-pop Demon Hunters, but I love Zootopia 2. So, Babel's not his best movie, but the most convincing Brad Pitt performance, 100%. Wow. I do hope you enjoy Redbeard. There's just something about it. I love that movie. Hey, I'm sure I will find stuff to love about it. I mean, it's Toshiro Mifune, so I think I'll be okay. Dang it, Rob. That's why I have a paid sub to your channel. I want you to buy cool 4K stuff and show it off. Oh, dude, trust me. I want that thing so bad. But I'm like, there's only one movie that I don't own. And then it's okay. And yeah, to have them in 4K would be great, but $200 for 8 movies. I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. So that's what, $25 a movie, which is not a bad deal for a 4K disc. But I already own Seven Samurai in 4K, and I already own all the other movies in Blu-ray. And I don't know if I haven't updated Yojimbo and Sanjuro. So it's like, it's such a hard one. It's such a hard one because, man, I want it, but I don't need it. I don't, you know what I mean? And I could spend that $200 on a whole bunch of other things. Like all that crap that I bought over there. And we've got a Criterion sale that's, from what I've heard, is imminent. There should be a Criterion sale probably by the end of this month. There will be a 24-hour Criterion sale, is what I've heard. And that's what happened last year. And I bought a bunch of movies. So I'm actually looking forward to that. So, especially early in his career, Pitt usually leaned on too many self-conscious ticks, crutches for me. But in Babel, he's brave enough to just be the person. I mean, I can see that, but Babel, I remember watching Babel and going, yeah, that was a good movie, but I never need to see it again. You know? So, I don't know. I had to answer a phone call. Please do the Oscar chat over again. Thank you. Oops. Love him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a fun movie. Dad Bus Drive Up the Cloud. Dad Bus Drive Up the Cloud. Dad Bus Drive Up. I don't know what that means, Filbert, but hey. Hope you're all clean. It's wild to me that we can see your stand and not your mic. Turn that shit's upside down. No. No. This is the way I have it for a reason, so that when I'm done, I can do this. And it's out of my way. It's completely out of my way. I know that you can't hear me as well, but that's the perfect way. So, no, Rufus. I'm sorry if Chad is unhinged tonight. I'm sorry that I did my share of it. It is perfectly fine, and that is the way that it just is the way it happens, man. And that's what Order 42 is all about. So there you go. No worries. When I first saw the island, I knew nothing about it. Going in blind made the experience great. Then I saw a trailer afterwards and was so happy I saw it the way I did. Trailers are trash sometimes. I will tell you this. I did watch Project Hail Mary last night. I did a review of it. One of my biggest problems with the way that movie is marketed is that they give away something, and I'm not going to mention it. If you haven't seen the trailers for Project Hail Mary, please just go watch it. Seriously, it's a fantastic film. If you saw The Martian and enjoyed The Martian, just go watch it. Just go watch it. Trust me. Trust me on that. But one of the things they do is they give away something that was a big surprise to me when I read the book. When I read the book, I had no idea that this element was going to be in the movie. And I was completely surprised, and I loved it. And I hate the fact that they basically ruined it. I mean, they didn't ruin it. They didn't ruin it. But it's one of those things that could have been one of those big surprise kind of things, and it would have really paid off, I think. But they didn't. They didn't go that route. It's also the same reason why I think every scene with Darth Vader should have been cut from Rogue One, except for his final entrance. And he should not have been in the trailer. We should have not seen Darth Vader at all, and have people online going, man, this is the time period where, man, Vader's like a presence, right? This would be really cool to have Vader in it. But man, it's weird. We haven't seen a single trailer with Vader in it. But no, they gave it all away. And the impact of Vader turning on that lightsaber at the end of the hallway would have made people literally, like, they would crap in everyone's pants. People would have lined up all of their pants, and then everyone would have taken turns crapping in each one of those pants. Because that would have been amazing. But they didn't do that. Because they don't trust it. And man, I mean, I get there's a part of me that I also understand that it's really, really important to have a good first weekend. Because it's very rare for a second weekend to do better than 50% even of your first weekend. So it's really important to get as many butts and seats the first weekend that you can. I get that. But damn it, preserve the surprise of the story. That's just me. I bought Begonia and watched it last night. Really liked it. The first 2 acts were amazing. The third was a little disappointing. Glenn Harris, welcome, sir. Good to see you. They left Hulk Hogan out of the memorial at the Academy Awards. Yes, honestly, they left out a pretty sizable chunk of people. But the problem is, okay, and Glenn, I mean, I totally get what you're saying there, but I have to understand that there are so many people that if, people complain about the Oscars going long, if they included every single person that's ever been in a movie, it would be ridiculous. And people would be like, this is taking way too long. And it's just, they have to cut somewhere, and I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying that I understand the problem of, man, we've got to hit the major people and go from there, so it's a sad thing, but yeah. But I mean, at the same time, when someone says the name Hulk Hogan to you, you don't think of him as a movie person. You just don't. He's a wrestler, and I'm sure he was honored in that arena more than they could ever do at the Academy Awards. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying that's just what I believe. So. Could have bought one of mine I'm selling. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but hey, I'll let you guys figure that out. Ever heard of a tiny, minuscule little film called Suburban Commando? I mean, look, like I said, he's been in some movies, but I would not think of him as a movie star, you know? And I'm not saying that it's I mean, it's really a celebration of film, right? What I think they should do is they should make a website with everyone on there and with a statement to say we anybody involved in film that's important, you know, we honor you and we miss you. But we only have time for a handful of people here, you know? And I honestly, the Rob Reiner um, tribute, the Diane Keaton and Catherine O'Hara tribute, and the Robert Redford tribute were amazing. And then people were mad that they didn't do the same thing for Robert Duvall. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, but where do you I mean, I understand that. Robert Duvall is one of my favorite actors, you know, over the years has always been amazing. So yeah, I would have liked to have seen the same thing for a lot of people, but they just don't have the time. So I don't know. I don't know. I rented it and kicked myself that I didn't just buy it. Great film. Which one? Oh, Begonia. Yeah, I need to watch it. But it's again, it's one of those things where when I have things that I have already spent money on that I'm waiting to watch, it's hard to want to rent or buy more things. You know what I mean? I say that, but you know. Job flew me to Ohio to pick up a repo, 6.5 hour drive to Virginia. Wow. Wow. What's the cutoff on if you die between January 1st until the awards? That I can't answer. I have no idea how that works. No idea. I do like Sandies. Pecan Sandies, yes. But you know what I'm talking about? They're almost the sweetness is it's so muted, which is not a bad thing. If you're in the mood for a cookie like that, man, they're great. And even some shortbread cookies are like that. They almost have a flour taste to them a little bit, you know? And I like that, but that's kind of what this one's like. James Vanderbeek and Eric Dane wasn't in the memorial either, but they didn't forget Robert Duvall. But see, James Vanderbeek is another one where I would think that the Emmys would do their tribute to him because he's mostly known as a TV actor, and so is Eric Dane. Now, I don't know. I know James Vanderbeek was in a few movies, but I mean, Varsity Blues, right? But he's known for Dawson's Creek, right? I mean, he's known for that, and maybe that's part of it. I don't honestly know. Um, Rob, you saw Empire at 4. Yes. Yes, I saw Empire in the theater at 4 years old, and it was my literal first memory is the probe droids coming out of the Star Destroyer at the beginning. It's like the first thing that I can remember, and just being absolutely gobsmacked. Um, and then I remember a very vivid memory is me back in the days when when we had the little cable boxes, you know what I'm talking about, the little clickers, there's only like 30 something channels, and we would get the what would come in the mail from our cable company. It was basically the guide of what was going to be on all the movie channels, and we had all the movie channels because my mom was a big movie dork. So I would go through and highlight every time that Star Wars came on HBO, you know, and I would basically make time for movies that I wanted to see or wanted to watch again. So I mean, this was before the days of VHS for me, because I don't know when we got our VHS player, but I remember renting Star Wars Empire and Return of the Jedi multiple times. So yeah, Empire is basically started off my obsession. And I remember E.T. 1982. We saw that movie 6 times in the theater. And then I remember my mom taking me out of class early to go watch Raiders of the Lost Ark. So again, there's a lot of those movies that are I mean, I had an amazing childhood of growing up on movies. So yeah. Slades, what's up? Tomorrow, the Punisher is going to be doing some punishing and punish some hand ninjas in the Spider-Man preview that is about not about him, I guess. Yeah, that's a weird one, man. So apparently they're going to release the trailer in segments to different places and like all over the world or something, which is just, come on, just drop the freaking trailer. But yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah. But yeah, in fact, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about is that I mean, not only Brand New Day, we're getting the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day starting tomorrow. And so if you go to see Project Hail Mary, you're probably going to be seeing the Dune 3 trailer and the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. But next week, on Tuesday, we get season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Now, I don't think the Punisher is going to be in season 2, but from what I've heard, dude, the reviews, the early reviews are like, dude, this season's awesome. Like if you liked season 1, season 2's even better. So I'm really excited and I'm a big Daredevil fan. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And come on, man. Daredevil's awesome. But yeah, Brand New Day, and we'll talk about the Dune 3 trailer here in a second. Do you remember what the very first movie was that you saw in a theater? That's weird. That was it. Empire. Mine was the original Clash of the Titans with Burgess Meredith and Harry Hamlin. Man, what a great... That's a movie that I really want on a high quality... Like, I want a 4K... I don't know if they'll do it, but I would love to have that in 4K. I love that movie. It's so good. So yeah. I can't justify it either, but I'll figure out a way to. I like me Joe Black because he introduced me to saying a little thing gonna be Irie. I can't say it like that, but yes. Best box sets you ever got. Well, I mean, I've shown them off plenty of times, but I think the Zatoichi set, I've never seen a single Zatoichi movie. So getting that Criterion set back in the day was awesome. I think the Wes Anderson archive that I did a full review and a short. And the short, it's so funny. The short got like a lot of views and my review it just sat there. And I'm like, dude, I did a full review of this, but apparently people just wanted to see what was in it or something. I don't know. But the Wes Anderson archive is great. God, the Shawscope are great. Yeah, those are probably my favorites. Twin Peaks, I love that. I got my Christopher Nolan set up there with all those movies. I mean, my Drive second sight set. I mean, yeah, some good stuff in there. Star Wars needs a new 4K complete box set. But I have that somewhere. Why do I do this every time? I've forgotten where I put it because it doesn't fit on any of those shelves. Where do I have it now? Anyway, you've seen it. I just don't remember where I put it. I thought I put it up there, but I don't. I didn't. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's kind of hidden, but it's up there. More Brad Pitt number title movies once upon a time. Rob is old school podcast style. Mike hanging lower than arm, not Mike arm down with Mike up. It's a generation thing. I don't know about that. It's just for me, when I'm recording, my focus is on you, right? And the mic, me moving my arms around isn't as important. But when I'm just sitting here working at my desk, I want this out of the way. And so that's why I have it off to the side and coming in. And I mean, yeah, if I had a studio with different, all that kind of stuff, I'd probably have some of the cool ones where they kind of the mic just kind of comes up, you know, and sometimes you barely ever see it or whatever, but that's not me. That's not me. So there you go. Brad is giving us numerology code. It's official and real. What? God, how does it keep doing that? Sorry, did the whole thing. Krennic went to Vader to bitch about Tarkin when in Star Wars Vader was Tarkin's bitch. Well, the way that I look at it is that Darth Vader was kind of like a consultant put there by the Emperor. And he was basically his dark side voice. The voice of the Emperor, basically. The only difference was that he told, I mean, this is just headcanon. I mean, I'm sure there's probably an actual answer, but the way that I look at it is that he always took orders from Tarkin because the Emperor told him, you're there to be my voice when it comes to the Force. But take orders from Tarkin because I trust him. And he's like, all right. I'll do it. Yep. So I feel like he was separate and he wasn't part of the hierarchy of the Moffs or anything like that. But yeah, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Hogan was an amazing wrestling character. Mike's Film Fix, what's up with you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. What color's your begonia? Vanderbeek was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I mean, true. But again, barely anybody saw that. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you think about the person and what they're known for. Eric Dane was known as a TV actor. James Vanderbeek known as a TV actor. Sure, he did some movies there. You know, for example, to me, it's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, God forbid Keanu Reeves actually dies someday. But do you think the Rock in memoriam for Keanu Reeves because he was in a band? No, they shouldn't. Yeah, he was in a band. He liked being in a band, and he does the bass playing and all that stuff. And yeah, more power to him. But he's not known for that. He's known for being an actor. That's the way I look at it. But that's just my opinion. My opinion. Now, again, I should put that. In fact, that should be something that I make for the show. Is anytime I say something that is somewhat controversial, it said, this is just an opinion. Order 42 is not responsible. Order 42 Inc. is not responsible for the whatever. And it'd just be something stupid because, of course, it's me. And that's it. But that's just my opinion on that. I replaced the monitor that met a strange end. I used a 40-inch TV. It's kind of perfect. A bit too big, but not, a bit too big, but not too big. Well, then, hey, sounds like you're winning. For me, I had an amazing childhood playing games and watching wrestling. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, wrestling, growing up watching wrestling was just part of your routine, and it became a part of your life, you know. And it's kind of like, it's the same way that I love Nine Inch Nails because it was an integral part of my life for a while, you know. And it's hard to forget that. Which also, I can understand when people get really, really angry about someone, you know, messing up their IP, whether it's Star Wars or Star Trek or any of that stuff. I get it. It's become part of your life. And so you defend it like it's something that you came up with or that you're, you know, literally a part of because it's a part of you. I mean, I understand that. And I think that's one of those things that I think people forget. Especially when, like, for example, I can't stand The Acolyte. I thought that show was terrible. Like, most of that show was bad. But it's Star Wars, right? So, of course, I have to watch it. But man, a lot of it was just bad, you know? And it hurts. It hurts because Star Wars is such an integral part of who I was growing up, you know? And it's something that I continue to love as an adult. So yeah, it sucks. But I'm not going to like I don't understand the people that just want to hate on everything that oh, I don't like Disney, so everything that Disney does for Star Wars sucks. Well, there's been some good stuff from Disney when it comes to Star Wars. Not everything, but there's been some good stuff. So I don't know. I remember those little channel guides for HBO and stuff. They were like the size of a CD booklet. In 88 or 89, I was like 7, and Chucky was on one of the pages, and it scared the shit out of me. Well, I'll tell you, for me, I mean, this is, one of those things. I remember somehow I came across, I'll just say, oh God, I remember, yeah, the movie is called Private School, and it's got Judge Reinhold, and is that right? Judge Reinhold? Now I'm second guessing. I know it's got Phoebe Cates in it. Anyway, I'll just say that there was an actress by the name of Betsy Russell that I made a mental note of when that movie would come on for reasons as a kid. I knew very, very young who I was. So there you go. And if you know, you know. My other favorite kind of double D. Oh, Dune. You know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Dune right now. So the trailer, the teaser trailer came out today, and holy crap, this looks insane. I love the way that this looked. Yeah, I know. Get off, bastard. Yeah. I will also say, when it comes to the award shows, by the way, that's Florence Pugh. Not sure what the hell's going on there. That's Robert Pattinson. So that's going to be interesting. That's Anya Taylor-Joy. So I'm not actually sure who this is. I don't know that character. But anyway, this looks amazing. And again, Dune 3, like a year ago, purchased all of the IMAX screenings for like the first month, I think, or 3 weeks. So Avengers Doomsday, if they both indeed come out on December 18th on the same day, there will be no IMAX screenings of Avengers Doomsday. It'll all be Dune 3. So that's a thing. But man, Dune, I think Dune 1 and Dune 2 are, I mean, I think they're some of the best movies in at least 10 years, maybe more. I really would have to sit and think about it, but I love those movies, and I'm very, very excited. Loved it. So there you go. Mike's Film Fix said, I saw Project Hail Mary last night, so obviously missed the Dune trailer, but oh my God, it is amazing. Mike, you are not wrong. That is a movie that I'm afraid. Okay, I'm gonna make this call now. I think that this is gonna be one of those movies that it hits so many different kinds of people, like young and old, and across racial divides, across all kinds of divides, right? And it's going to be a movie that a lot of people embrace. And then probably, I don't know when it's going to start, maybe 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. there will be a new rise of people that will say that Project Hail Mary sucks. But I think that movie is gonna. I think that movie's. I mean, I'm really hoping that the movie does some business, and I really hope that a lot of people embrace it because and really support the movie by going back and seeing it again. I'm already going to see it again on Thursday. I'm very excited for it. Dude, it's such a good movie. But I don't want to hype it up too much because there's going to be people that hear all this hype and then get really disappointed when they're like, "Really? That was it?" I just think that this movie is it's one of those generational kind of movies that just I can't find anything wrong with it. So, good stuff. Good stuff. So, Project Hail Mary is to me is the real deal. Twin Peaks, just watched Fire Walk with me last month. Incredible. Yeah, uh I'd never seen a single episode of Twin Peaks and just jumped right in and started watching it. And like I always respected David Lynch, but he was always I've explained this before, but it's like I always felt like he never quite got into my I never got on his wavelength. And Twin Peaks is one of those amazing ways that you can get on his wavelength. Like I don't think any of his movies come close to being as approachable. I think that's what it was. It was almost like Twin Peaks was David Lynch for the masses. And then if you can get into Twin Peaks and then take the ride on the journey, and then when it starts really getting weird, if you're okay with that, then you can move on to the movies because I enjoyed Lost Highway so much more after seeing Twin Peaks. And I've got Mulholland Drive over there that I saw in the theater and was like, I mean, yeah, I mean, the women were pretty, but I don't get it. I'm excited to get into that one and see if I can watch it. And then I also have over there to watch for the first time Blue Velvet. So I'm very excited. I'm waiting for Wild at Heart because that's a movie that I've always wanted to see, and it's for some reason it's really hard to find. So I'd kind of like to do that. Metal Raven, what's up? Says love your review on the TNG series. Well, thank you, sir. I really enjoyed putting that together. That was a lot of fun. And I know that there were a ton of episodes that I left out, but man, like I said, I was recording for like an hour. So it's one of the longest recording sessions I've ever had sitting here doing Order 42 stuff. It's a long time. So yeah. I put a Gibson style tone / volume on my rotary breakout RPG Starfield Digipix simulator. Oh my lord, am I in love? Makes me want to make 15 more games for the device and make another device with 2 rotary dials I could emulate and etch a sketch and make the most rad little strange games. Rufus, there's a lot of things that I don't understand about what you do, but I am so happy that you have so much passion for it. It is infectious. So you do the thing, sir. You do the thing. I keep my mic like 2 to 3 feet away from me. That's why no one can see it. Well, I mean, this is pretty good, you know? And sure, I could probably fix a little mic stand to where this, because really it's this, which you could barely see, and then this piece where this plugs into. This could all be flipped around, and I could just be sitting on my desk. But I don't want to have to move it like that. I like the fact that I can just go, whoosh, it's out of the way. Now I don't have to think about it. It's literally way out of my way. I love it. So that's why I got what I got. So take that. And I am on live chat, baby. Live chat. My son and I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday and I saw Project Hail Mary. I saw Rob was talking about that, so I bought it. We'll start it after I finish my Anthony Bourdain reader. I'll tell you this. What I was really worried about was it glossing over a lot of things, I will say that as someone who read the book and enjoyed the book, I was sitting there watching the movie and going, I cannot believe this has been condensed into this. There's definitely things that they had to take out for sure. But I was very impressed with how that movie flowed. I mean, it flies by 2.5 hours and it flies by. It is so entertaining that you're just always involved. And it's like you're always interested in what's going to happen next. It's such a good movie. So yeah, I would, yeah, I would be interested in what you think of the book. And if you see the book first, I would like to hear, like, I want to hear from all the people, right? People who've never read the book, they saw the movie, what they think of it. And then people who watched the book, read the book, and then went and saw the movie. And if they had problems with things, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will go, oh, they didn't have this and they didn't have that and they didn't have this. But like me, I was like, I can't think of anything that I missed so much that I felt like the story was lacking. It's so well done. If you aren't using a condenser mic, you should be a fist away from your dynamic microphone. There you go. Darth Vader was the equivalent to a mafia strongman in the mouth of Sauron. Perfect. Perfect. I'm often 4 fists away from my mic. Cheers. A mic is a mic to me. I just don't want it near me or in my way. I vote for only boom mics, no more mic stands. Well, the problem with boom mics is that they're so directional. And I like the fact that if I go off axis like this, it's still not that bad. And of course, I've got a compressor and a limiter and all that kind of stuff going too. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have it's not within reach, but I do have a nice Sennheiser that I used for recording sounds for the movie. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting though if I could get it like right here, which you can't see. Yeah, it could be sticking out and could be pointed directly at my face hole, and it would be completely out of the way. I think Melvor still has my mic stand. Anyway. Dogstar. Yeah, this weekend at Safe and Sound, tickets $25 at the door. Opening band, Frogstar. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's a status symbol. I need other audio nerds to see. I use the Joe Rogan, Michael Jackson Thriller mic. I kid, it was my dream mic. Oh yeah, that the way. Keep it the F away from you and fill your room with things or treat it with bass traps. I love condenser mics. Yeah. I just use things. I don't use them right, but they work. Audio Technica. Now I use it for Xbox Live Chat, and I don't do that anymore because everybody got banned. Movie was called Private School. No, Private School. My dad loves that book. I'm waiting till I get back home to watch Project Hail Mary with him. Hail Mary? Anyway. Oh, we know, Rob. We know. For me, it was Species and Starship Troopers. Oh, and Private Parts. Yeah. I mean, but that was the thing. I was what? When that movie came out, I was what, 7, 8? So yeah, it was pre that. But yeah. I only found out about Private School a few years ago and picked it up from Kino. Looks great. Duncan, Idaho. That's true, Chris. That's true. Anya Taylor-Joy looks like that, and people say she's hot. She looks like AI and angry. Well, yeah, and she's covered in blood. I mean, this is going to be a violent movie. violent, violent movie. I mean, this is the, yeah, this is it's gonna be an interesting film. Anya Taylor-Joy is one of the most unique people. Uh, she, I don't even know. She doesn't look like anyone that I know. Like, I've never seen anyone that looks like her. I'll tell you this though, she was really pretty cute in Queen's Gambit. I think it's the red hair. Maybe it's just the red hair. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. Uh, that's the face I wanted. Although Jason, not too bad looking. Is that what you said? Ain't too bad looking. Probably will miss next week's show since Discount Tuesday for a Project Hail Mary Showzama. I so hope you enjoy it. Again, I'm one of those people that I understand that hype can kill, especially overhype. But man, I love that movie. I love that movie so much. I'll just say this. Right now, I don't know. I can only hope that there's a movie that tops Project Hail Mary this early in the year. Because, man, think about it. And I know not everybody's into the superhero stuff, but I got Spider-Man Brand New Day coming. I got Supergirl coming. And I know there's some people that are like, Supergirl. Dude, I'm telling you, I read the story. I read the graphic novel that it's based on. It was so good and made me absolutely go, Supergirl is now like, it's kind of like hold on, let me think for a second. I'm just trying to think of, like, say, an actor or actress that now it's time to watch out for them. And I can't come up with anybody. But that's kind of how it was with Timothy Chalamet there for a while, where it was like nobody was really talking about him yet. But I was like, okay, this kid's awesome. I cannot believe it's taken me so long to get like excited about Supergirl, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I would have known that Supergirl was this awesome, I would have been a fan for a long, long, long time. And I'm just saying, the story that it's based on is fantastic, and I can only hope they get even close to it. But just seeing what I've seen in that, the trailer I've seen, honestly, way too many times, because I go to the movies and they seem to always show Supergirl in every time I see a movie. In fact, I saw it again last night. But by the end of it, I'm just sitting there going, this is going to be good. I really hope it's good. So yeah, we got that. We got Supergirl. We got, of course, Avengers Doomsday. We've got Dune 3. We've got The Odyssey. We've got Diggers, whatever that is, with Tom Cruise. I mean, there are so many movies that we already are pumped about for this year. And I think I might have already seen the best movie of the year for me. That's crazy. So it's actually a really good thing. It's a good thing to see a movie this good in the theater. And also on top of that, April said the same thing. She said, I can't remember the last time that I enjoyed a movie this much in the theater. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome, which is great. So I really hope that you guys enjoy it when you go see it. I like Anya Taylor-Joy eating a juicy cheeseburger with crinkle fries. I mean, Cosmo? Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that, but hey. I'll tell you this. Anya Taylor-Joy is one of those people that after I saw The Witch and then after I saw Split, I said, she's one I want to watch. She's a person that if she's in the movie, I will watch it because she's good and she's awesome. I mean, The Queen's Gambit. Oh my God, that show's good. Such a good story. And then, I mean, gosh, anything that she's been in with like The Northman. The Northman was such a crazy movie. I mean, I really enjoyed that. So anyway, yeah. I don't really like Twin Peaks. The food wasn't that good. You know, I gotta be honest with you, Stop Fox. I'm there with you. It's very so-so. And I'm too old for the crap. And get out of my face. I've told the story. I told the story about the don't touch me. I'm not kidding. Like literally don't touch me. And my brother laughing at me. But I was like, get off of me, you freaking. I almost said a word that might get me in trouble. Can you say the word on YouTube, or will you get messed up for that? I think it might mess you up. But that's what I almost said. Don't touch me, you get off. So, anyway. And honestly, I've never been one of those guys that likes that kind of woman. It's just not my thing, you know? I don't know. My intro to David Lynch was Lost Highway, then Twin Peaks, then Mulholland Drive, and Wild at Heart, and all that. Ah, okay. But see, you went on a crazy ride, but then Twin Peaks is an easier ride. You know, it's easier to get into that. And I kind of wish that I'd watched it back in the day, so then I could I could have been a David Lynch fan all this time. But I wasn't. In fact, I was just like, I don't think I'll go watch another David Lynch movie. And now he's gone, and it sucks. Single Peak, the prequel, was much more elegant and less obfuscated, though the ending is purposefully truncated, which was a choice, but I thought it foolish. Rufus, did you dip into what bonobo juice usually brings to the show? Because that was a very bonobo juice kind of comment right there. Or a Bucho comment, really. My mic works and people can hear me. That's all I care about. That's true. And yes, you meant Hail Mary. She looks alien, but I love her. Ninjinzu, I think she's great. I mean, yeah. Yeah, she's great. This isn't Minecraft. Well, Vinny, no, it isn't. And like I said, you weren't here earlier, but I apologize for not coming to your stream the other night, but I got distracted by my wife. Okay, so I apologize. And nothing that good. It was more of just like, hey, can you help me do this? And I was like, yeah. Anyway. She looks like Alita Battle Angel. I don't know. She's just so unique looking. But she's, like I said, just a really good actor. So, yeah. Yeah. I liked her in the movie The Menu. Oh, yeah, Johnny. She was good in that. Let him cook. Oh, man. I don't know why. My butt's bothering me today. My butt. What about best comedy? Excited for Busboys? I don't even know what that is. The self-funded David Spade Theo Von flick. Yeah, the trailer came out earlier today, and it's hilarious. Honestly, I saw that you posted it, I think, and I went, nah, not for me. Most comedies, man, I just cannot. I can't get into them. I'm sorry. Yes, Stop Fawkes. All I needed to see was a poster I'm in. Been watching Theo since Road Rules, and I love David's dry delivery. Yeah, I saw that and went, nope. I'm just not into those kinds of movies. I like a good comedian. So there you go. Twin Peaks cheese bites and super cold beer for the win. Yeah, when I went, I was impressed at the size of my that what here's what I was impressed with when I went Twin Peaks. I got a chicken fried steak and it was hanging off the plate and it was amazing. But other than that, eh. The original Dune. Yeah, see, Shozama, that's a weird one because my parents wouldn't let me watch it for some reason. And I don't know if it's because of the really, really super gross Baron and everything. That Baron scene, that first Baron scene that you see, is really kind of disturbing. And I think maybe that's why. But they wouldn't let me watch it. Cheese bites at Freddy's. Oh my God, Freddy's. Freddy's is so good. Okay, I want to try this apple again, real quick. Look, it's still really good. It's just not what I expected. There's a I don't know, yeah. Yeah, and now everything's going. I look up to those guys, Rob. I'm just an autist trying to fit in. Hey, I mean, hey, all for you, or more for you, but it's just I look at that and I go, nope. Most comedies I feel are it's like low bearing. No, not load bearing. It's like low hanging fruit for me. And I know that sounds, I don't know what that might sound elitist. I'm not trying to be or anything like that. It's just not my thing. It's why a lot of comedians I just can't get into. Yeah, I don't know. The beer and bounces. Yeah. Freddy's. I know. Man, I haven't had Freddy's in a long time. In fact, I'm trying to think of a reason why I might have to get out tomorrow. I might go to Freddy's. There's a Freddy's about 25 minutes away from me. I might have to go for lunch. Because that sounds awesome. You tell your wife Vinny is on. There's no time for her nonsense. I'll tell her that. I'd battle all over her angel, am I right? I mean, that could have been very Buchonian. Yes, it was Buchonian. I'm not reading chat, only listening. I'm at work, and when you read that single peaks comment from Rufus, I was thinking, oh, this must be a bonobo juice comment. Yeah, it was really, it was very bonobo juice. It was funny. I wish you bastard just got me excited. I tested it. We need board damage. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all are on another level. Oh, on skate. Ah. See, y'all are talking about skater stuff, and I'm like, I don't know any of that. They finally shown anything about Busboys. David Spade has been mentioning it for like a year and a half. I will watch the trailer. See, I don't know what that says about me. Because I don't think I'm an unfunny guy, but man, there's some humor that it makes me like, just makes me cringe. I don't know. Freddy fries I would skip though. Oh, I don't get. No, wait a minute. Those are those little skinny fries. I like those, especially with the fry sauce. Dude. And the fry seasoning or whatever. Dude. But also, I like the other fried things they have. But man, it's all about the burger for me. I'm a burger man. I'm a burger dude, The heart plugs that the Baron uses is an amazing evil guy tool. Yeah, that's what it was, Chris. Yeah, that original Dune, and that's the thing. I've got it queued up. I say queued up. Probably in the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing my shorts on Dune, like Lynch Dune, and then Villeneuve Dune 1 and 2. And it's going to be an interesting weekend of talking about the Dune movies on in the shorts. And I'm kind of curious what people are going to say, but yeah, that first Dune, I was still in my not anti Lynch, but just I respect you, but you stay over there with your weird self. And now I'm like, bring on the weird, man. Because now I've kind of really gotten into Lynch a lot more now, and I understand him more. So I kind of want to watch Dune again, his Dune, and just see if I can get into it. But the thing that keeps me away from it is all that really cheesy Dino De Laurentiis. I can't, dude. I don't like that crap. Those effects are so bad. And I'm talking about the Flash Gordon effects too. I can't. It's not my thing, man. Not my thing. So I kind of want to try it again though. I wasn't carrying a camera around at 12 years old. I didn't even carry my phone or pager around. I will say this. I am really like super glad that camera phones and video phones and all that kind of stuff was not a thing when I was in my early 20s, because we did some crap that I guarantee you could have gotten us in some big trouble. So I am really glad. And I'm talking about, and I say us, but I'm talking about me. Some of the stuff that I said to people and did, I am not proud of. And I'm glad that there's no record of it. It's a lot of it's back there, but I'm a different person now. I would hate for that crap to be brought up again. So I had a dope HD Sony Handycam, used it to make yo-yo videos and film my son's birth and shit. I had Portillo's yesterday because I'm a fat. Vinny, I've only had Portillo's once, and it was the whatever you call it, the dip and stuff or whatever. I liked it, but I haven't been back. Like, what should I get? Because I feel like I tried the thing that Portillo's is known for, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's fine. Like, if someone said, hey, let's go to Portillo's, I wouldn't say no. But I wouldn't like, out of all the things that I have around here, I wouldn't even think of Portillo's. So what's the order? Tell me the order. Please, sir. I mean, if you want, you don't have to, but even I wasn't a recorder of things. Even now I don't bother. I spend a lot more time recording things lately than I ever have in my life. And it's probably just because I'm thinking about, like, I'll see something and be like, it'd be cool to show the guys or, whatever. But like, that's why I don't do the Twitter, tweeter. I don't do the tweeter. I don't do Twitter. Sorry, was that insensitive? I'm sorry. I don't do Instagram. I don't do any of that crap because I'm like, I don't do anything interesting enough to watch. Like in my normal everyday life, like, oh, today I'm sitting here and I'm watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the extended cut. Ooh, like, what's interesting about that? Like, I look at a lot of stuff that people post and I'm like, why would you think anybody cares about that? But then for some reason, people are watching it and commenting on it. And I'm like, I would never think of recording that because I'm not crazy or whatever. I don't know. If you read this, I want to say, what's up to Bucho at work? Hey, Bucho. That's from Chris. Chris said that, Bucho. So there you go. Onion rings over fries at Freddy's. Ninjinzu, I would normally say, okay, I'll just tell you this. Pre-Crohn's Boy, I was anti-fry. In fact, I was anti-potato. Like, I wasn't a big fan of potato chips. I wasn't a fan of fries. I wasn't a fan of mashed potatoes. I wasn't a fan of any of that crap. But I have become a potato lover because of what it does to my system. And it really helps out. So I very rarely order onion rings anymore, and it sucks because I really love onion rings, but man, they tear me up. I don't know if it's the oil. I don't know if it's because, when you're frying things like that, their onions aren't super cooked, and uncooked vegetables really tear me up. So, yay, Crohn's. Sucks. Will Ferrell annoys me. See, Johnny, that's that's I don't I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I understand. Actually, I do. Because there's a lot of people that just, that will annoy me or whatever. But Will Ferrell has always been one that I really like. But guess what? Most people say, "Oh yeah, Old School was awesome." See, I liked Anchorman because it was ridiculous. It was so out there and it didn't make any sense. And that's why I loved it. But Old School was too meh to me. Yeah. That's just me though. That's just me. Rob, you're not a snob. You just have your own evolution of humor. I grew up watching everything with my mom, but nowadays I think to myself, Ma, you think that's funny? That's basic shit. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Okay. Here's a great example. Project Hail Mary is, I would say most people will come out of there going, God, that movie was really, I mean, it's entertaining, but it was really funny, like a lot funnier than I expected. And it is. Guess how many times I laughed out loud in the movie theater? Seriously, guess how many? Do you think you froze for a second? Guess how many times I seriously, one time that I actually laughed out loud. Now I smiled a lot, but a lot of times when I'm watching a movie, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and in my head I go, "Huh, that was really funny." But I'm not laughing. And it's like I'm just taking in as much as I can. And it's like I don't have time to laugh. If I laugh, I'm going to miss something. And so what's weird is like a lot of times I I won't laugh out loud. It's really strange. Dude next to my wife laughed through the whole thing. And it's like, you know how like, you hear a joke, maybe in an office setting, right? Somebody tells a little something that's kind of funny under their breath during a meeting or something, and you go, that's what you do. You literally go, that's what we were doing. Like that. And that's the most that you would get out of me in most movies. This guy was laughing out loud like it was the funniest shit he'd ever heard. And it was so weird. I'm like, do you not have humor where you're from? Because dude, I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't that funny. It's just weird. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't care to remember. Portillo's was kind of okay. I personally like Buona Italian beef over Portillo's Italian beef. I don't know what that means. Buona's has better fries too. Buona? Do you have to say it like that? Or do you just go Buona? Or do you go Buona? That's hard to say. I can almost walk to Portillo's, so they win. Okay. I don't know if that answered my question. It's like Buet. Okay, so Buona. That's hard to say. But seriously, all you said is you'd rather have someone else's Italian beef over Portillo's. But you didn't answer the question. The question was, what's your order? What's the thing? What's your go-to? What's the thing that you're like, that's the best thing they have at Portillo's? You know what I mean? Is it the Italian beef? Because that's what I had, and it was good. It was good. But it, you know, yeah. Alan has made some of my worst movies. My favorite worst movies. Hellraiser Bloodlines is not that bad. Yeah, and isn't did David Lynch do Alan Smithy on Dune? I can't remember. Hmm. You don't do the tweeter. Yes. 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 Tater tots over fries. Dude, I'm a tater tot guy. I love tater tots. Rob is like my voice to text for the chat. I mean, text to voice. You knew what I meant. Yes, Bucho. I haven't seen a single Will Ferrell movie that I really enjoy. Get Hard had its moments, but I don't need to see it again. It wasn't 12, Chris. No. Literally one time. Literally one time that I laughed out loud. But I still came out of it going, it was incredibly funny. Like, it was really funny. I've watched comedies that I got pissed watching because it couldn't make me crack a smile. Unfortunately, that's true for me. That's true for a lot of comedies, you know? And like, if you think about some of my favorite comedies, Dumb and Dumber, Anchorman, Pineapple Express, they're the goofier ones. They're the ones that don't really make any sense because they're so absurd. And apparently that's what I like. I like absurd. And when things are like, hey, we're in the real life and we're I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I just like absurd, I guess. I don't know. You say, I love this beef. It gave me a huge buona. Forced laughs in movies are terrible. That's what it felt like. Like, it felt like, I don't know. It just felt weird. Italian beef dip with hot peppers and mozzarella. Portillo's is like a 7. Buona is a 9. Okay. See, that's exactly what I got. In fact, I'm almost positive that's what I got. So, yeah. Yeah. I need a drink. By the way, isn't it weird how like some weeks I'll have to pee like twice during the show, and then there'll be shows like tonight where I haven't had to pee once. Why? Why? I drink that tea like way too fast. I should have, and of course I haven't drank a whole lot of this water. It's only about half done. I don't know. I find that weird. And I didn't pee at all. Well, most movies I plan for. I stopped drinking. Like if a movie's starting last night, my movie started at 7:30. I stopped drinking water at 6:30. I peed before we left, and then I peed when I got there. And I was totally empty of pee. And then I drank a little tiny bit of water during the movie, and then by the end of the movie, I had to pee. That's how I do it. And that's how I got through, well, I was going to say that's how I got through Kill Bill, but that wasn't really a problem because there was an intermission. But that's how I got through Avatar, Fire and Ash, and that was 17 hours. So, hey, you can learn. You can learn from me. Okay? I just say goofy crap, man. I like goofy. I like absurd. That's really good. My favorite, and this is not on topic at all, but there was I showed you, I think I've shown it on stream before. Maybe some of you remember. Most of you probably don't remember this crap. But there was a flavor that I really liked. It was an acai flavor, and it was a granola with acai in it, and it was like I probably vaped well, at one point I had bought 10 bottles of it. So I probably vaped like 2 liters of it over the time that it was out. I always had a bottle of it on hand. Always. And they stopped making it. But one of the things that same company made was one called a strawberry pie. And it tasted exactly like an apple turnover from like McDonald's, but it was like strawberry. And it was absolutely amazing. And I'm talking about the frosting and you know what I mean? The frosting they put on it or whatever it is. It was an insane liquid. And I loved it so much. And that was one of the ones that I was trying to duplicate for so many years, and I gave up on it because it tastes like I can't figure out how they got the turnover part of it, the actual pastry part. I couldn't figure it out. I got the strawberry jam part, and I got kind of close with the frosting, but I could never get that pastry flavor. I don't know how they did it. And it irritates me that they went out of business because they're like, oh, we're scared of the FDA. And it's like, dude, I love you guys. Stop it. Come back. Come back. Please. But they were great. They had a strawberry one. They had an apple one. The apple one was pretty good, but the strawberry one was next level. And that acai flavor, like I said, I probably vaped 2 liters of it. Because when I heard that they were going out of business, I said, I'm buying all the bottles I can. So I bought like 10 bottles. And it was good. But there you go. I brought that up. Sorry. I brought that up because I was kind of hoping that this would taste like kind of like the apple pie from that same company. And it doesn't. It doesn't have the frosting element. But this is really good. This is really good. My toxic trait is comparing every comedy to Dumb and Dumber, and none of them can match it. I mean, that is a thing. It's kind of like, I mean, really, it is kind of like you see the best Star Wars movie, whether that's Empire or Return of the Jedi for you or whatever, and then you watch every other movie that comes out and you go, it doesn't quite match up. I get that. I get that. But, it's a thing. I honestly was like, after watching The Martian again a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, dude, we'll be really lucky if this Project Hail Mary matches The Martian. We'll be really like, it's going to be awesome if it can match The Martian. I think it surpasses The Martian for me. Now, I've heard a couple of, I didn't watch any reviews beforehand because I didn't want to be tainted by anything. But as I was doing my review, I pulled up a couple of things and was watching it as I was writing my script. And one of the guys said something like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to taint anything. But all I'm saying is that I don't get the criticisms. So there you go. I feel like Project Hail Mary is going to be a pinnacle kind of movie for me. Which can be good or bad. I don't know. When you say absurd, do you mean Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job levels? Or, I mean, pretty close, Vinny. Pretty close. Now I haven't watched a whole lot of Tim and Eric, but I have watched some and found it fun. What was that? Okay, you know the kid that does the. Have you ever like done it like when he couldn't spit out what he was trying to say, and it's from a show that was on like MTV or something, and I can't remember the name of it, but I love that show. That show really made me laugh. But Wonder Chosen, yes. Wonder Chosen. I love that show. So that's, yeah. You would have loved this joke book I had as a kid. Stop, Fawkes. Chris said that. So take that, Stop, Fawkes. Where's Hydration Bear when you need him? Well, I mean, he's hanging out. Along with, let's see, there's the alien. There's the scene missing. There's Hydration Bear right there. And then there's Alternate Me. Hey there. How's it going? Alternate Me. And then there's Bucho. And then there's the Adventures in Game Chasing logo. For some reason, it's still on there. And then I think the subs. Do the subs work still? No, it's broken. I remember I put that on there when we hit 1,000, which is still, it's still crazy that more than 1,000 people are subscribed to me. I'm gonna get rid of that because it doesn't work anyway. The Mighty Boosh. That was not from Wonder Chosen? Yeah, what's it from, Rufus? What's it from? Have you ever had a dream video originated from a 99 HBO documentary series titled Goodnight Moon and Other Sleepy Time Tales? You sure? At show. What's up? What is this? What is this YouTube? Like, I can't play it. I'll get there's a transcript for that? Oh no, it won't. There's no transcript. Have you ever, oh my gosh, have you ever had a dream that you could do, so you want, what the, you, are you, oh, what the F are you talking? Okay, somebody remixed it. Okay. Are you sure that that's not from Wonder Chosen? Because that seems like Wonder Chosen. Vile trash from PFFR, and it was brilliant. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, did you ever watch because I love, dude, all the GI Joe ones. I have them all archived somewhere. Did you ever watch the like the Quentin Tarantino Star Wars and the dude, where there were the old action figures, and they made little show, dude, I love that. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Love me some Mighty Boosh. Oh, I think I've seen some Mighty Boosh, and it wasn't my thing. I think Rufus is right. It was kind of Rating Rainbow like thing, and the kid just sucked at remembering the script. Who wants a body massage? No, okay. Do you remember the one with, I think it was Lady J? And the kid's like, and her face starts like morphing, and Lady J's just kind of looking at the kid. And and then the kid goes, bah! Dude, I lost my freaking mind watching that. That one was my favorite one. That I'd seen that one so many times. And then the and Vinny, I mean, you need to add that to your stream, dude. Yeah, we can watch those on. Can we watch those on stream? I don't know. I don't even know where they are. I'd have to find them all. I have them all archived. But dude, any of those would be great to have on your stream, by the way. Oh, okay. I was like, why do I have messages? There were messages. Dude, it's one of the things that the G.I. Joe PSAs, yes, they're so freaking good. But I know I have them on my hard drive, and I have all the Quentin Tarantino ones, or the comedy one things. Would it be on this one? Hold on. I'm just gonna see. Okay, we're almost near the end here. Oh, by the way, did y'all see this? Bob Iger stepping down as the Disney CEO again. I don't know, man. I don't know whether to be happy or sad or what, but there you go. There you go. So that's a thing. Um, mm, mm, it would be under. Would it be under this? No. It would be under this, and what the crap? Why did I do that? Okay, video. Mm, mm, mm.
You're
Oh, I
out!
can't hear it.
Oh, shit!
Well, look what we got
Oh, no.
here. That's right, Billy. I'm back, and I want you.
I'm not gonna play. Why not that guy?
Because I already had him. That's right, kids. I already had him.
I don't think so.
Hey, come here and... Yeah.
Okay, I'll play.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you won.
G.I. Joe.
Dude, if you had that as a subscriber alert, dude, you would that would be bad. That would be really bad. I need to remove that. Uh Now what'll be interesting is if I get if my stream gets claimed, because that's happened before. I'm like, "Oh, there's no way." But yeah, I'm trying to remember the one that is it it is this one. It is this one. This one, dude, this one was the one that I watched so many times.
It's just easy to your steps, just flip it, stick it, and see you later, bye. I don't think I can do that. You better bring it. What's up with you?
Hey kids, did you happen to see a pink, I want to say vinyl purse around here somewhere? Just dying to get my cigarettes.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody seen no...
Damn.
What?
G.I. Joe!
Okay. Okay, we need to stop watching these. Okay, you want to know my sense of humor? There you go. Awesome, dude. It's awesome. Anyway. Oh god. I mean, no, the pork chop sandwiches thing is funny, but you know, I don't know. That one was god, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. I forgot that the burp one was so freaking long. Anyway, all right. So let's open up the Discord here today. Hey, updates. Hogwash Cobra Commander voice. Dude, there's so many great ones. I think I have them all. But there was a... Do I have... Oh my God. Bucho, if you're here, I have one called Meet the Bings. I still have it. It was really, really funny back then. And it may not be that funny now. Old married couple. What is this? Okay. I can't even open it, apparently. This file contains some media that isn't compatible. Okay. Can I open it with Can I open it with VLC? See, now I kind of want to watch all these goofy things here. Can't play that one. Oh my God. This was in, dude, this is in a, I don't even know if I can ever play this again. It's in an SWF file, which wasn't that Shockwave? Okay. That one doesn't even open. Star Wars parodies. Yeah, I have Disco Landy. Landy? Disco Lando, the Kung Fu Kenobi, Quentin Tarantino Star Wars, Godzilla versus Disco Lando, and Kung Fu Kenobi's Big Adventure. I love those so much. So anyway. Yeah, Flash. That kid going bah is peak Rob style. Yes. Yes, it is. Cloud convert. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not interested like that much like right now or anything, but all right. So jump over to the video chat. God, we are already loading up in here. Camera's on. Guys. Wait a minute. What? Oh, it's not playing through. But hey, hey. It was good to see you guys. Good to hang out. Thanks for, always coming through. You guys come through, and we have a good time. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching all my stupid crap. And hey, next Tuesday, we're going to do it again. So we'll see you then. Okay, bye.